What's up, players? Welcome to Completely Consensual. I'm your host, Mike Doherty, and this is Chiptooth Gaming's weekly nerdy news show and beyond. We discuss all the hot topics of the gaming sphere and beyond. Alongside me today is Big Daddy himself.
Keep it going with that name. We're keeping it going, I guess. All right, for sure.
How do you say your last name? Is it Cobian or like?
You're saying it so white.
Cobian. Cobian.
Say it with the try to say it with a Mexican accent.
Cobian.
Oh my god, you guys are horrible. It's Cobian.
Cobian.
You're supposed to say it Cobian, but
Cobian.
my name's been butchered out.
Cobian.
Apparently, nobody knows how to say Andres. They
Like,
can't roll that R.
Andres.
I heard Andreas.
Andreas.
Anders. Yeah, dude, trust
Andres.
me, it's been pretty bad.
So it's
That's why I just took it to say, hey,
it's like
just,
muy bien, but like Cobian.
I just say, hey, just call me Big Daddy.
Big Daddy. Call him Big Daddy.
Cobian, fool.
And Shawn Too Nasty himself.
Ooh.
Shawn Flowers.
Too nasty.
Throwing it back. Okay.
I like that one. I like that one.
That was I named myself. That's not even original.
You can't.
Don't tell me
Okay,
that,
yeah.
you guys just make it seem like I made it up.
All right, never mind. Too nasty. You probably did
It's
nasty
so
things
funny.
to
Shawn
yourself.
did his first review for Chiptooth Gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Yeah, the
you
DBZ.
can go watch now.
DBZ. I saw it. I saw it.
And then just his intro is just like, "What's up, players? Shawn Too Nasty."
Oh shit.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't even know you blacked out when you recorded it. I don't even know what I said.
Dude, that was the longest recording session in my fucking life.
You were there?
I hate
he
doing
recorded
voiceovers.
Oh shit.
Voiceovers.
Yeah. I
are
fucked up so many times doing that.
Hella edited.
Because I get like that too, because it's like you have to just keep rolling, and then when you like fuck up, and like it's like in the middle.
You gotta
of,
sync
like,
it up,
you
kind of, right?
Well, no, even like in the middle of it, like when you fuck up, you have to like redo like everything that you just did. Like it has to be flowing, so you have to like do it in
Yeah,
chunks.
and I
it's
didn't
just-
really rehearse it a lot, so like it was kind of just like reading as you go. After I wrote it, like I just read it.
Get up on your mic, boy.
It was kind of just like
Get up on your mic.
Smell
yeah. So it was kind of just like
it. Just to give
I wrote it and I gotta read it out loud type of thing. So like
So you have to write it down, and that's what kind of makes it.
yeah. So I mean, it was a script, of course, and then I just read off.
Scripted? No,
That's what we do.
I know.
Yeah.
Improv.
Wasn't off the top, and then fucking I got tongue tied a hella, and so it was just really hard.
Gotta loosen the lips.
I kept laughing. Mikey kept making me laugh.
I was really sick too, so I was like coughing like halfway, like you're being like in the middle of something or about to
Oh
start
yeah,
something.
I'd be in the middle of a fucking
Something, right?
part.
It's good. I
and you
can't.
just start coughing.
I gotta get you on a review too.
Sure.
Voiceovers suck.
I'll review FIFA because I'm. Yeah.
Ooh yeah, because no one plays soccer, so you're gonna be like this guy. 10
Who
view
else but
video.
you?
Somebody.
Who else is gonna review it, right?
I don't know. Sure, that way, dude. So,
Anyway, so and in the housekeeping, speaking of the Dragon Ball review, you can go see that now. It's super late, but you know, it's better late than never. Won't happen again. I'm working on the God of War review.
you got to.
That's next.
You actually finally
Okay.
beat the game, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Dude.
We're kind of behind it.
We talked about it last time, but man,
No, you finally beat it. I'm pretty sure I'm a little bit more than halfway. He hasn't touched it. It's collecting dust.
still
Collecting
in the
fucking
same
dust.
spot, huh? Are you in the same spot?
I'm a little further.
Are you
so
in the
fuck
same
you.
spot?
No, I'm not in the same spot.
He's in the same spot.
I'm a little further. I'm not in the same spot. Fuck you.
All right.
I
When you
moved up a
finish the
little.
game,
Yeah.
I just gotta tell you because I didn't know about this. I was listening to like a spoiler cast like after about like
I know a
God of War
little bit
after I
of
finished it.
spoiler shit.
Shut the fuck up, then. I don't know.
Just
He's about to
go
tell
back. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. Just make sure you go back to the house at some point, like after you beat the game.
Interesting.
It's so good.
His wife's back at
Interesting.
the house.
Just go back to the house.
A
after you beat it.
housewarming
His
gift.
wife's at the house.
What?
Butt naked, nasty.
Ooh,
Dude.
that's what was missing from this God of War game.
The sex
was the
game.
sex. It was the sex mini
I
game.
haven't been there, dude.
There
I'm
it
waiting.
is.
I'm waiting.
There it is.
I'm
Go back
waiting
to the
on it.
house. Get you some of that hot coffee. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow. All right.
I love you, Sean. All right, and then what was? Oh, and Completely Consensual is now changing formats. So you'll see it today. This is what we're going to be doing. We do what we're going to be playing, and then we're going to get into the news, and then we're going to get into topics if there's like any time left. With the topics, announcing like the reformatting of the show, it's going to be more game centric. So it's not going to be like how I did it before, more Joe Rogan-esque, just like two people just having a conversation at the table. Maybe there'll be a podcast in the future about that. And then Shawn, Andreas, welcome to the team.
Awesome. Man.
Shawn and
Good,
Andreas
good.
are
Make
now
it official.
Yeah, this is official. I mean,
Official.
I tweeted it out, which you still gotta follow me on Twitter.
You gotta
make a new Twitter.
I thought I do. I gotta make a new one.
But yeah, so Shawn and Andreas are official. They are official members of Chip Tooth Gaming. They're here to stay. We're gonna do the podcast every week. We're eventually
Yes,
gonna
sir.
be rolling out Let's Plays. Sean is gonna start doing some editing for us, and then we're just gonna go from
Yes,
there and
sir.
see where like the roles fit and where we can make it work. And then that way it's not just me, and that way we can put out more content, and better content, and
That's
just have
true.
like everything.
Facts.
Facts.
Big
Oh,
facts.
don't stop with that.
I think there's big stuff coming. I'm really excited.
It's gonna be exciting. You don't start with the facts, Zach.
Facts.
No, I just remember because like I said, it was the first podcast last time.
Yeah.
This is the second time, and then I saw the video, like, oh, dude, I'm in a podcast. This is awesome.
Here
And
we
then
go.
I saw the video, I'm like,
Coming up.
You're a
What?
child.
I was like, what do I do with my hands?
What do you?
I
You
don't do
really
it
just
with my
gotta
hands.
just let the hands.
I don't know what to do. And then my voice was weird. I was like, who changed my voice? I was like, Mikey, stop changing my voice.
me,
But
I
then
was
I
like,
realized this is how I
That's how
sound,
you sound.
and it's fucking awkward. But
I hate
then,
my
hey,
voice too.
it's cool.
It's alright.
It's fun. I like it. Kicking it with y'all.
You're a weird.
This is good. I mean, just right now we're in housekeeping right now, and like it just flows. So it like worked. So I wanted to like keep this, the group, the core. This is our Avengers. This is our YouTube group, which I'm excited.
No,
I'm
it's gonna be
excited
dope.
for the
It's gonna
things
be
that
dope.
become. To become. That's what I
Okay.
meant to say.
You know.
You know,
It's all right.
it's all right. I'm still, amateur podcaster over here. And last thing, the Space Team Let's Play. Go check that out. We did a Let's Play with you, me, and Gustavo.
Mm-hmm.
Space Team, fun mobile game where you just yell at each other commands on a ship.
it's like- I saw that,
was,
yeah.
it was
Keep
kind
them
of
crashing.
Yeah.
It was fun.
I seen that.
It was a good time.
That was
So,
fun.
and yeah, so we get into the next section. What have you guys been playing? Is it still God of War? Are you still onto that?
God of War
Mainly.
and Fortnite is probably the games that I've been playing lately.
One of these kids.
Owning
these
these
Fortnite
kids,
kids?
first of all.
I-
I'm dogging on them.
We were.
I can't play Fortnite.
Why
I
not?
can't
I
play
can't
like
either.
all day. I can't be one of those
You got
guys. Like, I
the-
can play like a couple games, but after that, it's like.
Really?
I can't get into it. It's too floaty. I
you
think
mean
that's
too
my big
floaty?
issue with it. It's just too. It's like I don't. I
You
don't
don't
know.
like people jumping around
I
and
just don't
shooting?
like it. I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I just.
It just
me
feels too
personally,
inconsistent.
Not my type of game.
Wow.
I know.
Well,
Someone's got to do it though.
sorry. I mean, that's why I'm playing it.
I mean, it looks fun to watch. It's fun to watch. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. I can watch people play it on like YouTube and shit, but like I can't do it.
No, yeah, it's still
not for
weird.
me.
Season
There-
4 came out, so I was like, hell yeah, I'm on this.
There's a time the first time I've seen you play,
Yeah.
and you were just wrecking. I was so
Oh,
shocked.
shit.
I was.
I
I
think
got
I
played.
played-
Not
forgot.
that
I played with
good.
No, you think one of the very first nights, like when we all like they were like, yeah, let's play. And we're like, all right, sure. And I remember we played.
I
I
played
played
something
in the
with
break room, and it had like the most lag ever, and I was killing
You're
them.
so.
Yeah.
You're just. You was like.
I died by a
tearing
trap too, and I was like, fuck,
Yeah, nah.
it's the worst.
Good times. Good times.
So I've been playing that God of War, and then pretty much Fortnite.
Okay. Yeah, it's
on,
kind of lull right now.
Yeah.
God of War and Overwatch.
He's playing
Overwatch.
Overwatch. You still play that? Is it because of the new map just came
You
out?
still play, or you just started playing it?
I've been playing it.
Okay.
What's
I've
your
been
rank?
playing it.
What's your rank, bro?
I think I was like gold.
Wow.
Gold something.
I got diamond.
You guys are fucking nerds.
Yeah, I felt so just when I got
Like,
diamond.
Not even that high, so I'm just decent.
He
I feel-
plays.
I'm like
Decent.
platinum ×2.
I don't know what
That's
that
like
means.
the next. That's the DLC rank. It's in the new
You
update.
trying, huh?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I
Alright,
don't
reaching
know
for it.
much.
At first, I was like, "Oh shit, what is this?" I
You
didn't
ever
even
played
know.
Overwatch?
No,
It's another game you can't get into because it's too floaty.
I think that would be a great let's play
Overwatch
because I am so
is not
trash at
floaty.
first-person shooters like most of the time, except for if it's like Rainbow Six. Like occasionally, I'll like get in my groove. Even then, I'm still pretty trash.
I mean, it's not like local multiplayer.
No.
It's only online.
The thing about
Okay.
Overwatch though, it has like to have a good time, you need to have a team.
Yeah.
If you're just like if it's just one person just doing their own thing, you're like, what the fuck?
I
Yeah.
put the team on my back. What are you talking about?
That's why you're gold.
Spreading the facts.
Ha.
Got him.
That's true. That's
I mean,
why you're
I
platinum.
quick play it though.
Quick play it. It's fun.
I just finished up God of War,
Nice.
and then I just wish I had more time because I really want to play Tropical Freeze on the Switch.
Yes, I thought about it, but then I was like, it's another port.
That's fine. I
I
didn't.
was
No
like,
one. See, you had a Wii U. You were one of the 3 people who had a Wii
Yeah,
U.
exactly.
So like, you
Still
got
being
to play,
used to this day.
You got to play that game when it was brand new, but now it's
Yeah.
new for the rest of
Maybe
the world.
that's why I was like, hey, it's a port. I'm
Yeah.
cool.
See, I didn't play it. I'm a huge Donkey Kong fan. I
Yeah.
love I bought the Switch. Like that's
Clearly.
one of my reasons. That's one of the reasons I bought a Switch. Believe it or not, was
I heard it was
Donkey
like,
Kong Tropical
I haven't
Freeze.
played it. I heard
No,
it
I
was,
heard it's
so
good. I heard it's good. Yeah.
was it?
Brutal. I heard it was like brutal. Like, and that's why I like hard platformers.
I heard it was like okay. I like it was like not the best, but it was like okay.
No, it's so good. It's
I haven't
Donkey
played
Kong.
it, but-
It's Donkey Kong.
Then yeah, Tropical Freeze came out. So I was like, it's port. I'm good.
Okay, yeah, because you already played it. You're trash.
I
Trash
probably was.
console.
So Wii U, dude. Come on. Everything was trash on that console.
I actually like the Wii U.
That makes one of us.
Why is he looking at
So
me
much
like
that you bought one.
I didn't buy it.
Yeah, I know. So that's how much you liked it.
Probably one
I
of
mean,
those
I
kids
had-
who like walked into GameStop all
I had a
day.
roommate that had brought one from home, so like,
That was enough.
I temporarily owned one.
Everybody bought the Wii U for Smash though.
Pretty much. That's all
Yeah.
I really played.
And I'm glad it's not the same for the Switch. I'm glad nobody's buying a Switch just to get Smash Bros.
More Zelda. They got
Zelda,
everything.
Yeah,
Goddamn, they're
it's so much
killing
more.
it. Well,
I am kinda.
speaking of killing it, time to get into the Doherty report.
Let's do it.
So,
The Doherty bastard.
Doherty.
You're just stretching. Don't hurt yourself stretching, dude.
Yeah, dude. Just stick with the facts.
I don't know what to say.
Well, okay, so according to Deadline, Fandango has reported that the first day pre-sales for the upcoming Star Wars movie are now the second highest of 2018, behind the record-breaking juggernaut, The Avengers: Infinity War. Additionally, Adam Tickets reports Solo: A Star Wars Story had its second largest hour of pre-sales, with Infinity War nationally being at the top.
Yeah, I was one of those. I pre-ordered it.
Did you really order your tickets for
Yeah.
Solo yet? I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I
Yeah.
still haven't ordered the tickets
Why not?
yet. I don't think it's going to be that
It's my
crowded.
boy Chewie, Donald Glover, like just those two dudes is like
Just-
sold.
Such perfect casting for
It
Donald
is.
Glover, but it just seems like I'm so like meh on Solo.
Is
right
it
now.
because of the term, like from the beginning, they're all like, the director's changing, and
I
then they
wish
got
they
Ron
didn't.
Howard, and they're like, oh my god.
I'm kind of with Mikey. I'm kind of like meh. I mean, I'm gonna go watch it because I love Donald Glover, but like
Glover?
Glover, I didn't say Glover.
You said
Yeah, you
some
said
weird
Glover.
shit.
You said
If, when you rewatch this video, you'll hear
Let's
that.
go
I said
back,
Glover.
everyone. Cut this out and then tweet at Shawn at that kid Flowers and show him how stupid he looks right now.
It's like you're
You look like a fool.
Donald Glover, yeah, he's pretty good, dude.
I love Donald
What
Glover.
movies was he
Glover.
in? What?
I don't,
Glover, Donald
Glover?
I'm about to ask Siri how to say this name just to
Glover.
prove a point. It's
Glover?
Glover.
It's Glover.
Glover.
Holy
Glover.
shit.
That's what I just said.
No.
Yeah, at this point he's trolling.
Okay.
I hope so.
I fucking will.
I'm not trolling. I'm serious.
No, but he sold me on the movie. I mean, I'm excited. So
I just wish it was a little Endo movie. I know everyone's saying that. I know it's like so easy being negative on the internet, but like I'm just not that I'm negative. I'm not excited for a Star Wars movie, and I don't know why. Like it just seems
It's
like
true.
such a like okay, like I'm gonna go see it, but like when like Last Jedi or like Force Awakens or Rogue One came out, I was like yes, like this is my week. Like I felt like I did during Avengers. Like I was like yeah, like
Like, you hyped up,
let's
yeah.
go, yeah, hyped up. So I'm just kind of mad on it. We'll see how it pans out. I'm sure we'll.
I mean, I'll see it on a cheap day. You know, I'm not that excited. I'm
Yeah,
gonna wait
on
on
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
on a Tuesday, so
On a nice little Tuesday.
Tuesday matinee.
Walk up in there.
with all the
first
90
showing
year-olds.
too, make it even cheaper.
I mean, hey,
What you gotta do, what you gotta do.
I respect it. I respect it.
I was you watch it, I mean, that's you gotta do.
I'm gonna see it. Yeah, at least I'll have so I can talk about it with you guys eventually.
Yeah,
Probably. Not.
eventually. yeah.
Eventually.
Eventually.
I love it.
It'd be super late, just like on God of War.
It's okay. Till this day.
You gonna stop jabbing me in the face like that?
Speaking of jabs in the face, Quantum Break and Alan Wake developer Remedy Entertainment will announce their next game at E3. The studio has announced the project, which has been codenamed P7, will release on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox One under a new publishing agreement with 505 Games. The developer has also indicated that they will be using the Quantum Break engine again and bringing it to PS4 for the first time since the studio has been Microsoft exclusive for several years. Blah, I hate doing podcasts this late at night. I can't read, which I just say that because I just can't read in general.
Yeah, I wish I had glasses.
What is the Quantum Break engine?
It's so Quantum Break was the one of the very few Xbox exclusives.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
it's
the
a
game
game.
Quantum
Yeah, the
Break.
game.
So they're using that engine from
Oh.
that game for their next game.
Where like he could turn shit to slow motion.
Yeah.
Didn't they, like that game threw me off? So, like I paid attention to it as far as like when it came out. And
I was never
released.
excited for it.
I remember seeing the first trailer, and then like when the release came out, I was like, these are like different actors. Like they changed everything up a little bit at the end, right? Or-
Yeah. To me, Quantum Break is one of those things where it was caught between the old Microsoft and the new Microsoft.
Okay.
Because Quantum Break was in development around the time they announced the Xbox One, and we all know how that went. They were very TV sports focused. Like remember they were going to do a Halo series for a while, like a TV series that just never happened.
Never happened.
I was really excited for that.
Till this day.
Yeah.
I was so excited for that.
Nothing, man.
Never happened.
It never happened.
It's one of those things where it's like they announce like, oh, we're going entertainment heavy. We're gonna have a Microsoft's
We're gonna use the
production.
Kinect, guys. Holy shit!
So everyone was just no. It was like Kinect and Disco were just things like this world just said no to. There's just no. This is not happening. This is not continuing anymore.
So they're using. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So it's one of those things where it's like, by the time we all know what happened with like Xbox, like everyone's like fuck this. Like we don't want entertainment. We want games. And then Sony went hardcore games, and then that's why Sony's so far in the lead right now. And then they did some restructuring, and now Xbox is the Xbox that we have today, which is very games focused. So I feel like Quantum Break was in that in that weird area of like, oh, they were going entertainment heavy, and then they had to do a quick 360 on like, oh, let's not like emphasize like that it's a show also, because there was real cutscenes in there, and the cutscenes were like a TV show.
Yeah,
very weird. It was one of those Xbox. I mean, all Xbox exclusives though kind of fall flat for me.
They really do.
My favorite Xbox exclusive was Forza, the car game.
Racing. Okay, it's a car game.
Yeah,
that's one of the Xbox
Making
I heard about.
I mean, that's all they. I mean, that's really one of the only pillars that they have.
Yeah, all the rest is kind of just trash.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, and I mean, other than Cuphead, I love
Cuphead. Is like you love those games. Yeah,
Isn't that your favorite game?
That was my game of the year last year.
Cuphead.
Cuphead.
I love the animation on it.
It's so
I love everything about the animation, but then when it came to playing the game, I'm like, nah, fuck
The
this,
gameplay was
dude.
trash.
It's so hard.
No, it's hard as fuck.
It's so
dog.
hard, and that's
it's
what
so
we
hard.
miss. Everything's so spoon fed to us now. Like today in games, it's like everything is like not earned. It's basically like just like in between stuff to get you to the cutscenes.
But I mean that's how you grab the audience though. You gotta reel them in with something like enticing. You can't just throw some hard shit at them because they're not gonna do it. We're lazy.
I agree, but think about God of War.
Yeah.
God of War and like hard difficulty, you're still getting pulled in with that story, and you're still getting a very rewarding, difficult.
Don't spoil it. He's not that far.
He's the first out. He just beat the stranger.
I mean, I feel like if you played God of War like on anything less than hard, you need to return the game.
Oh,
like, why did you buy it?
Play on hard?
Fuck no.
Return the game, dude.
So you talking all this shit about me, and you playing on fucking easy?
First of all, it's medium. Okay.
Look at this guy.
I'm waiting to beat it, and then I'm gonna replay it again in God. Okay, in God mode. Where you at, fam?
So what you're saying is you want to get all the little points in the fucking abilities.
Yeah, the lore. I do side quests.
You didn't earn those.
You
didn't earn those.
You're vague.
Spoon fed. This is the spoon feeder right here.
Silver spoon in his mouth. You know what I'm talking about, man?
Hey, still further than you. I'll spoil it right now, Dog. I can't. I respect you too much. I'm sorry. I won't do it. I'm sorry.
Too good. But yeah, so basically the game's coming out 2019. It's going to be at E3. Microsoft's teasing a lot of E3 things right now. It looks like they're actually going to have games. I thought when I first read the story that, like Xbox is going to have another exclusive. No. Nope. I don't know what they're going to do. I'm really interested in like what they're going to do at E3 this year, because they need games.
They do. I feel like last year's E3 was it was okay.
Everyone's just coming to PlayStation. That's where the
party
is.
I like competition. That's what makes it good. That's what makes like Sony better. That's what made Sony better.
Yeah, I mean, that makes them try.
Yeah, because we wouldn't get the PS4 if it was the Xbox 360 didn't kick their ass.
Facts.
So it's one of those things where I'm excited.
You got to get your ass beat one time though. That's what it is.
I mean, you gotta take an L every now and then to get the W.
You gotta. In
good.
Nintendo Nintendo you gotta take the
multiple
ones.
I mean, look, they came back with a huge W though.
They did.
That's the thing.
Didn't the Switch already outsell the Wii U sales? And all?
It's on pace to outsell the PS4 right now.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's how crazy it is right now.
That's a huge W.
Huge W.
They better not ruin it.
No, when Smash comes out, bro. Oh my god! Imagine when
it's gonna
come out. They're gonna show gameplay at E3 for that too, right?
Yeah. Apparently that's at E3 too now.
Sweet.
Good things.
I'm with it.
Good things coming, man. E3's coming.
I'm hyped. I'm hyped for the game in general. Like, I've been waiting. I low key bought a fucking Switch just for Smash. I was one of those. Fuck you.
No, I was.
You guys are talking about those people.
First of all, exactly right.
Smash and Tropical Freeze is really why I bought a Switch.
Not even. Oh fuck you! I bought it for Zelda.
I didn't think I'd like Zelda.
Oh,
because I didn't like Zelda
the whole
games,
time.
and it was one of the best games I've ever played.
No, it's open world. That's changed it up. A lot of people were like 50-50 on it, but I was like, I'm all for it.
I bought it for Zelda, Pokken Tournament, Brawl, and then I'm praying they release a Pokemon game.
Yeah, like proper. Like, do you want a proper?
Do you want a proper,
Like
Pokemon
open worlder?
That's what dude. I've been wanting that from Pokemon.
Yeah.
For so fucking long. I don't think we're ever gonna get it. Because I want a Pokemon with the Zelda treatment.
One's announced. They haven't really released any information about it though.
We'll see.
It's okay. We still have Pokemon Go in the meantime.
Yeah,
I don't
Pokemon
play
Go.
Who still has that app?
I deleted that.
Like, who still has that
I remember
app in
the
2018?
craze. I remember when it first dropped. Everybody was at a park till like 2, 3 in the morning. I wasn't one of those. I was in
2,
bed.
3 in the morning. Whoa.
I
First
downloaded
of all.
it drunk, and then I just wandered the streets drunk, like in this small like mountain town, collecting it's like 2:00 in the night with like a little group.
I love the fact that you cops pull over. Hey, what y'all doing?
I had one day.
Trying to catch them all.
I was on that game for one day, all day, and I was just like, I'm over it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm over it. Walked around my neighborhood maybe like twice.
It's the hype though. It's like the hype that I got, and you just got to join the hype.
The hype.
Don't fight against it. Don't fight
I
against
tried
it.
to do better than my friends, and then I just gave up because I was like, why am I walking around my neighborhood?
Yeah, why am I doing? There is a point
could be
with
indoors.
Pokemon Go, they're like,
Right.
why are you doing? Why am I
walking
doing
around my
this?
neighborhood in slides when I could be
Jesus.
on my PlayStation? Like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this?
Well, speaking of E3 and Xbox,
Yes, sir.
Xbox has actually announced that. Let me just read the story here because I'm not very good at improv. E3 2018 is coming up relatively soon. It's actually next month. Can you believe that? And now we learn more about what to expect from Microsoft's Xbox briefing at the big gaming show. Xbox boss Phil Spencer said on Twitter that this week you can expect Microsoft to show off some games from Japanese publishers, and it's going to be on stage. That's the plan right now, but Spencer noted that plans can change. As of now, yes. Spencer said to a fan who asked if JRPGs would get stage time. Things can change, but like last year, I wanted to make sure we supported our Japanese publishers on stage, and this year we're working to do the same. It is important to us. So the reason this is important is because Xbox doesn't sell anything in Japan.
I was gonna say they don't. I was like, what do you mean Japanese?
It's so exactly.
I was like, that's PlayStation.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like they're getting competitive now. Like they have the backwards compatibility.
They're stepping into that little. Okay.
I really they bought up or they created a few new first party studios to try to compete with Sony's first party lineup, which is just impossible at this point.
Yeah, at this point it's too late to catch up.
Yeah. But I mean they're really coming for them. They're still trying. And they're not really failing because Xbox One is still selling massive. It's not like a Wii U or a Vita where it just burns out.
Yeah.
Sean,
What's up?
you're like a big Final Fantasy guy.
Yeah, that was the first thing that came to mind when you said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like JRPGs, is that like somewhat your thing or like?
So I haven't played too many JRPGs. I mean, I played like what's it called? Tales of Zestria or something like that.
Yeah.
I played that. I played Final Fantasy. For the most part, those are the two JRPGs I've played. And I mean, if it's something similar to that, like it's just a different feel when you play the JRPGs. Like the music, they're really good at like capturing the music and the environment, things like that. It just makes it all together a fun play. They really know how to. They're really good at creating boss battles.
Yeah.
So like they make the game just that much better. So hopefully, Xbox gets a little bit of that light, and they make great games for the Xbox as well.
Make Xbox games great again. That's what I like to say.
Make Xbox games.
Whoa,
great
make a
again.
hat out of it, dude.
I should.
Please don't.
Now let's change that slogan.
Change that real quick.
I didn't even want to branch off of that slogan. Let's leave that behind.
But I mean, to me, this seems like Xbox's march to try to get some of that territory back in Sony or in Japan. That they're not just gonna cede it to Sony and, and Nintendo and just be like, oh, like you guys can have that. We'll have like America's. It seems like this is the first time that I've seen Xbox kind of be dedicated to that market since the launch of the Xbox 360 when they had weird JRPGs.
They did.
Like here and there, but I mean, some of them were really good, but then it just never caught on, and they just stopped trying to go for that territory. So, do you think Xbox can even succeed a little bit in that territory?
I don't think so.
I think it depends on the marketing, honestly. They can capture a large enough audience for surely, but they'd really have to like really go after it because I don't think anyone else is really on the lookout for Xbox JRPG. Like it's pretty much Sony's taking over so much to the point where it's why am I looking at an Xbox again for this? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I just look at their track record. That's why I don't think it'll work. Their track record and just generally good games.
Right.
Generally good games of Xbox. You can't think of a handful of games.
Only reason I would ever buy an Xbox at this point in time is for Forza. Like that's the only game I really
still
want to
like
play.
you're buying a $300 game.
Exactly. So why would I do that?
Yeah, exactly. And that's one of the reasons I don't have an Xbox One X yet.
First,
Because I cannot justify it.
I bought one.
I mean,
Not the X, but I bought it.
Literally
The only reason why I have an Xbox One S, and literally when I bought it, I was like, win-win. I get to play a game, and then I get a 4K player. So I was like, all right, sweet, let's get it. And then I bought a couple games, like those single player. I remember I could literally name the games that I have for the Xbox One. BioShock, the whole collection, the amazing game.
Why did you get that on Xbox One? There's trophies on PS4, bro.
They're called achievements on Xbox. If you didn't know that.
No, I know, but like trophies are better.
Yeah, you want a trophy, right? You can claim it, right? So I got that, Overwatch, and Gears. Gears 4.
Gears is still good.
It's all right.
Rainbow Six, man. That's like the only thing I play on my Xbox, and then Cuphead when it came out.
Oh yeah, Cuphead. Oh, I borrowed it from a cousin, but that was it. And then I was like, I can't beat this. Here you go.
What was the last game I played? I had a 360. The last game I think I was playing on a 360 was fucking Skyrim.
Oh, geez, that's pretty far back.
Oh, so you don't have an Xbox One, huh?
No.
No, you gave up on that.
I told you, I don't even have. The only reason I would buy one is for Forza.
Yeah.
I only played Skyrim and Forza 4. No, 5.
I mean, Halo's so played out at this point, unless they do like some God of War reboot where they actually make it like.
Yeah, I haven't even finished 5. I was like, oh god.
Gears of War is kind of played out at this point. Like it's like they really need to start doing it. The Fable, they canceled the Fable game, so it's like
that was a famous cancellation.
Fable was so fun.
Fable was so good, and then it's like, I don't know what they're doing. Like they have to be working on something. Like they have to have exclusive games coming out because they can't.
That's the only way they could win. For real, that's the only way they could win. They have a good track record is getting good games. If you could pump out as many games as you want, if they're not any good, fuck am I investing my time for?
Wasting money, yeah.
I.e. the PlayStation 3 era with Sony.
It was
Starhawk. Remember the I think it was 2012 where they just every month they had an exclusive game, and then they still couldn't get it. Gears of War still outsold all of them. Like Gears of War, like
Gears of War,
It was
yeah,
really good.
Outsold all of them, every single one. They had a exclusive a month, sold out, outsold all of them.
Shit,
I cannot believe that.
that's crazy.
PS3 was a mess.
Yeah, still got it though. Yeah.
Interested.
Still got it though.
I'm gonna see where. Excited to see where this kind of goes.
No, for sure.
Well, speaking of where it goes, are you two gentlemen familiar with Beyond Two Souls? I mean, not Beyond Two Souls. No. Detroit Become Human.
Yes.
We talked about it a couple times.
Okay.
Yeah.
We talked about it.
So, I don't know if you guys know about this, but it's caught in a lot of flack. The studio behind it.
Poor kid.
Crap. Why am I forgetting blanking on the developer name?
You have to say it. Never mind. I was gonna say something kind of stupid.
Say it, bro. Say it with your chest.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Speak up. What's on your
We
mind?
would have got flagged. We don't want you.
You would have got flagged. That's a dislike instantly.
Why can't I think of his name? Okay, and anyway, so forget the developer name. I can't wait. I don't know why I'm blanking on it right now. So after Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls, David Cage's latest game, Detroit Become Human, is almost here. After a trailer at Paris Games Week 2017, a live demo at PSX later that year, there's been much discussion about the game's handling of sensitive issues, particularly several scenes featuring abuse and victimization of children. We recently had the chance to play the first two. GameSpot has recently these stories are from GameSpot. Recently had the chance to play the game, and they caught up to David Cage and asked him a few questions in the interview. The only reason I kind of want to bring this up is because he had a couple things to say about like everyone's outrage over it, because everyone's outraged about something now. But you see this because at Paris Games Week, people made a big deal of the Sony, the Uncharted demo, or Last of Us 2 demo. Sorry, my bad.
The Last of Us 2 demo.
Yeah, it was very graphic. It was like
the girl
almost,
from hanging from the tree one. That one.
That one.
That was
that
awesome.
One right, yeah,
I love that
so
one.
a lot of people thought it was overly violent.
Okay.
People thought it was almost an
sensitive nowadays.
Yeah. Let's go back to Mono for Tuesdays when you played a mission. You literally shot everyone in the airport.
If we ever get merch, if we ever make it to that point, I want a shirt that just says "White people are too
Why so sensitive?
Sensitive.
Sensitive,
How
man.
can you be sensitive and violent? It doesn't add up.
That don't make sense.
It's one of those things where it's like they thought it was like overly like it wasn't necessary, and then the Detroit Become Human demo happened, and it was abuse.
It was a little too real.
Yeah, it was
a little too
abuse.
real.
It was
A little too real.
It hit on real life things.
Yeah.
It hit on abuse, like it showed like abusive household with like a
Okay.
dad beating like the kid and the wife.
I mean, nobody wants to talk about that.
Yeah, and then so they caught a lot of
I don't know.
flack
Yeah.
about like why would you like put that in like a game?
Yeah, just
they're-
keep those things in the dark.
Yeah.
Like gun
yeah,
control.
let's not discuss this at all
Let's
or
not
like
talk
try to
about
bring
any of
this to
those
light
things.
at all. Like let's just like keep act like we're gonna do something about it and not do
Yeah.
anything about it. That's my stance too. But a lot of people were very upset about like how they handled it. They thought they didn't handle it in like the best way, but they're trying to hit on serious issues in the game.
No,
They're
yeah.
trying to address, and that's what he says in this interview here. Ooh. Sorry, next time I need print out paper. I didn't have printer paper. My apologies. I'm not on my phone. I'm reading stories. So David Cage went on to say, we realized that we were talking about things that resonated with the real world and with very sensitive issues, and we paid a lot of attention to this. The first reaction we had, a reaction was to be scared because you feel, oh wait a second, we're dealing with such important things. Can we do this? Is this okay? Is this right? Is it the right thing to do or not? So when you step back and say, no, we shouldn't do it, and then you realize, wait a second, if we think about this and if we work on a game that is connected, with the real world that resonates with real issues, that means we work on something that is meaningful. And this is meaningful. We have to do it. So we need to be responsible with the serious topics at hand. And be committed. We need to be respectful, and this is what we discussed every day during the process. We couldn't shy away and say, no, let's not do this, and it's too big for us, or it's too real. For us, it's a statement to say the game like Detroit can be about serious matters. We need to do what's right, and you need to be and we need to be respectful. We hope that this is what we've done, and players will tell us how they feel if that's not the case. But this is something that was in our mind every second of the development.
I just want to applaud you for that.
Yeah, it was
Beautiful
good.
That
read.
was so
That was
bad.
one.
I had a lot of ums. God, I need to get better at
Beautiful
this.
What you mean?
I did it on purpose. I hope that game.
I mean,
Actually,
no, go ahead.
go ahead. My bad.
No, you're good.
I was gonna say, I wonder if that game, like, since it's in Detroit, I wonder if like the characters are gonna have like water to drink, fresh one.
Get it? Get it? Took me a second, but I was
We're
like,
talking about real
whoa.
topics. Let's keep it all the way real. You know what I'm saying?
Like, one of the decisions is to drink this water or stay thirsty. I don't
Wash your
know.
hands
Dies instantly
in
and
the
just keels
sink?
over.
Or go to the lake.
So
Oh
bad.
shit! I mean, I respect that as a developer, because people are going to be buying this game. People are going to be playing your game. You're going to start that conversation of, oh shit. So I'm just starting that conversation is going to be something to talk about.
That feels like a dumb argument. Like I
Get close to your mic.
Sorry. I couldn't really, like, if I was on a developer like panel, like, I would not want to defend the real topics on that game. Like, why are we defending?
It's in there.
Exactly. Like, why don't you want to talk
why did
about
Grand Theft Auto do the coffee
abuse
thing
and
at the
things
same
like that?
time?
Like, why are we not talking about those things? Like, why is that offending you so much? I don't want to talk about why it's offending you. Let's talk about how we can solve it. Like, I would not want to be on that panel. Like, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, like that question comes up next. I'm even trying to get to
Right. Like, okay.
You know what I feel bad for? Real
We
quick.
got one of those.
I mean, obviously it's a motion cap game, right? I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Like if that scene, like there's a little kid trying to get his ass beat every day.
It's actually getting That's so bad.
That's terrible.
That's so bad.
That's the
So
first thing that
terrible.
came up to my head. That's why I laughed. I was like, oh shit. There was like a good week or two of some kid getting his ass beat. It's like, so I'm like,
That's not funny.
oh shit.
It's not funny.
It's so funny.
That's the first thing that came. I was like, oh dude, I feel bad for that
That's
kid.
why they're catching flack.
I know, right? It's probably that. And it's probably like all the decisions. Like he got it. Not only did he get beat like for 2 weeks straight, but he got beat different times of way.
You're out too deep.
Not only did he get beat,
He got beat all kinds of
I
ways.
need you
I was
now to do
like,
it with your backhand.
this is why my Twitter's private. Now. You know what my thoughts in there.
this is why my Twitter. All right.
All right. Well, No, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, obviously, they're, like he said, they're trying to tell a serious story.
They are. Yeah.
So, and I know this studio has a lot of shade over it, just in terms of the sexual, not sexual misconduct allegations coming out of it that were coming out of it, just that like inappropriate behavior, essentially, not like not real like sexual like harassment, but like misconduct. I would say that there's like inappropriate pictures going around, not of like anybody, but it was just like inappropriate like inside joke, and like it's still like frowned upon. You shouldn't do that, but I don't know. I just feel like ever since that, which I don't know, maybe rightfully so. Let me know in the comments down below. But this studio's had a target on its back, and I feel like since how the game industry is, I feel like I would just be interested to see why everyone's so offended about this.
Yeah.
Because everyone makes such a fuss about this, but I want to see a game do this right. I want to see a game. Like, you haven't played the game yet. You don't know how they handle it. In a lot of people, he even said it in an interview that I don't have written down here. But he said, it sucks when you take a piece of the game and you show it, and then people are attacking that piece of the game out of context. Like, you don't know, like, the full story of the game. You haven't played the game yet. So I would be interested to see, like, how they deliver on this. Like, I want to see a developer do it right, because it's weird, because you don't see people go, oh, that movie had child abuse in it.
No, you don't.
We need to boycott this movie. It's child abuse in this movie. What's any different? I feel like games have gotten such to that point to where it's interactive movies.
No.
To the point. Sometimes they're dumb fun, like Cuphead, where you just turn off your brain and you play the game. But sometimes there's cinematic experiences like Uncharted, The Last of Us, God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn. Like, I could go on.
No, you can.
So why? Like, why is this any different?
I just feel like just knowing that there's a scene in there, people are just. I don't feel like there's just, hey, put some thought into this. The developer knows the responsibility of it, so as long as they know that they're responsible, people are playing their game, as long as they don't half-ass that portion of the game, and then I'm all for the experience of like, okay, holy shit, like this is a crazy part of the game. You learn from it, whatever.
I mean, yeah, that part, and then like you just like, it'd be like interesting to see how like something like that would affect like the game in general, like. Towards the end of the game, and how the characters react to that, and how that affects the entire game as a whole. Obviously, it's a story to it. Probably it's going to be a cinematic game, so it'd be more interesting to see how seeing these abusive and wild scenes and how they really like affect the characters, and how really like people evolve from that.
Yeah, there's like a bigger point of view.
So hard at me.
Just abusive and wild. I don't know. I thought that was
Abusive
so
and
funny.
wild.
Like, why are you smiling?
There was like no joke context.
Yeah, like wait.
There was no joke context.
I don't know why. I tried to hold it back.
White people are violent.
Jesus.
White, violent.
But
no, but we get your point. No, like you're absolutely right. Yeah.
It's cool because it is like a rolling story. Like we've talked, I think the first time on your podcast, like it was the first controversy about like the sexual misconduct going around.
I remember that very well.
Yeah, where we had to cut out a huge part.
That's your rant. That was your rant.
Yeah, I kind of went in.
Right.
Yeah,
I know.
Instead of lost files.
So I'm interested to see like when we all play this game and when this comes out. And,
no,
like,
definitely.
We'll have a discussion about it. But it's cool that it's a rolling story, and like you could choose it's gonna be interesting if like you take a path, you might not even see that. But if you take a certain path, you might see that. So it's like it's cool
a different path, and the kid gets his ass beat for a week and a half instead of 2 weeks.
Which way? Like you're
save this man.
It would be worse. Like if you're the if that little scene, like you're the parent trying to whoop the ass. Like, do you spank him?
What if?
Like, shit. Never mind.
What if?
Never mind.
Continue to hit.
Continue to hit.
Press Y. Like, that'd be terrible.
But yeah, so I mean, interested to see how it is. I think again, people get a little way too sensitive, and I think since the game industry is so skewed, I don't know, it's just, I hate saying it because it's so oversaid, but the echo chamber is such an echo chamber, and I hate saying that because like you just hear everybody who's like right wing kind of say that, like, oh, it's an echo chamber, but it really is an echo chamber, and then it's just, I don't know. I just feel like it's so easy to have a mob mentality, and I really do feel like this studio has a target on its back. And even if they did it irresponsible, even if it was an irresponsible way of doing it, I at least want to see them take a swing at it.
Exactly.
This is the issue with art,
and this is like the conversation that they have. Like, hey, we're doing it.
Exactly. This is the issue with art. Is good art, and the same thing with jokes. I always say this about comedy: good jokes and bad jokes, good art and bad art, all come from the same place. It's your mind, and it goes, and you put something on paper, and it's either good or bad.
No.
right? I feel like when we do this mob mentality, when it's like a little clip of the game taken out of context and then judged, and then we have a mob mentality about it, we are making people afraid to actually try something, like put out an idea or risk something and do something risky in a game that we haven't seen before or hasn't been touched on. And then now the next people who see that, this mob mentality toward this game, they're going to be like, we wanted to do a game on child abuse and who could really speak on to kids who were abused in their childhood and could really like touch them and move them, just like, Last of Us, moved people, or like Gone Home moved, like like was for the gay community. We could do this for like kids who were abused, but they'll go, we saw how they were attacked, so maybe we'll do another like
it's not gonna
action
sell.
game. Yeah, so it's like one of those things where it's like, well, not even just sell, but they see the reaction this is getting. So I feel like doing this mob mentality thing where we get so offended before we actually see the final product and we attack things, I feel like that's bad for us just as a consumer, because I feel like we won't get
the product that we deserve or something like that.
We don't get
the potential
vision.
Yeah.
We don't get their full vision because they'll go, I don't even want to put that out there because that might be controversial.
Yeah, you gotta put your dick on the table though sometimes and be like, fuck it, it's there.
Yeah, exactly. And I wish more developers would do that.
I mean, the only game I can think of in my head that did something similar to that was Modern Warfare 2, which I don't think anyone really talked about it. But
the airport one?
I know exactly what
in
you're
the airport, they gave you the option to skip the scene, which was I thought was kind of dumb. But like, you literally walk through the airport shooting everyone.
Yeah.
And I don't think no one talked about that. I think that was at the time that was very like brutal.
It spoke to such the story of the game, like playing.
And that's
game,
my thing, which is why I don't understand why people have that mob mentality, because you only saw that little piece.
Yeah.
But it's a full part of the pie that you missed out on.
Yeah, if they took that one chunk and put it up on E3, like I could see it like being.
If that was the E3 trailer, you would be like, "What the fuck is this?
It's not on Call of Duty.
Is what we doing now in Call of Duty?"
The fucking balls on that developer could just be like,
right,
here you go, just fucking mass shooting.
But I mean, given to this team, the Detroit, what's the name again? Detroit something. Become Human. They do have the target on their back, as you were saying, but at the same time, I feel like they have a lot of pressure, and they have to deliver. Now that they've put such a high target on the back, like the pressure's really on for them right now. Because if they don't really do this shit right, it's gonna be looking really bad for them.
No, but regardless, I'm still gonna get the game. So
I mean, you gotta get the game just because I gotta get the game just because they really attempted something different. A lot of developers don't like to try something different because obviously it won't sell. Different doesn't sell. But I'm definitely gonna buy it just for that reason. I feel like it's definitely gonna be an iconic game and a classic to go on moving forward.
Hopefully, like I said, I hope they just hit a home run, because like I want to see that developer do good. I want that game to be good.
No, yeah.
And again, another Sony exclusive that's coming out this year.
Sony exclusive.
That's gonna,
bro.
Man, they're killing it. That will get into our topic of the show.
Oh yeah.
Moral of the story: get a PlayStation.
Get PlayStation.
Get PlayStation.
Get a PlayStation.
All right,
We're not PlayStation heavy, but yeah, just get
a PlayStation.
Our last real story. I'm gonna skip the Beyond Good and Evil.
Yeah.
Kind of showed it.
You need
essentially
footage,
it's the Ubisoft did a stream and they showed Beyond Good and Evil 2 gameplay. It looks it's pre-alpha, so it doesn't look the best.
You know where they're going.
I can't believe that we even got to see it though. This game's coming out in 2022.
What?
Guaranteed 2022.
Oh, that's gonna get delayed that many times already.
No, I think I think they're gonna try to hit 2021.
I think they're trying to do 2020 at least.
I mean,
I just hope they don't rush it.
I'm sure they're trying. Exactly. I think that's why it's gonna get delayed, because it's such a big game, and the fact that you can go from planet to planet, and there's story intertwined with everything.
It can still be delayed and still be rushed, which is crazy.
Yeah, I mean that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So you again, you got to be like, you know what, it's delayed.
I mean, every developer though could use more time. Every developer.
It depends on when they start and get the engines flowing.
True.
Well, I mean, even God of War, like they don't get. I mean,
do you feel like it was rushed?
It wasn't rushed, but like I feel like every developer could do more things. They can make the game better.
I mean, you can always do more after you put it out,
and that's what they always say. And then in my eyes, God of War is a perfect game. Mm-hmm. It's a perfect game, and I say games are like 10 out of 10, but that doesn't mean perfect. God of War is a perfect game in my eyes.
God of War is the first game I've ever seen which trailer looked like the game. Like I can really get a feel for the game just watching the trailer.
Yeah,
I've never had a game like that ever.
Yeah, and then not just like in looks, but like in gameplay and story and all that. But even then, they didn't get everything that they wanted in. So it's one of those things where it's like this game. First of all, it's so ambitious and so big. I see them trying to shoot for like 2020, 2021. But I realistically see it coming out in 2022 on like the PS5.
Shit.
The PS5.
Yeah.
We'll wait for that. Hopefully, there's a better name for the PS5.
PS5 Pro. PSX.
Oh God.
I don't
PSX.
know. I'm just
Name
fucking
it
throwing
after
shit
the
out there now.
convention.
Yeah.
I love going to the convention.
So yeah, that's essentially that story. So I'm interested to see how that game turns out. It's
Yeah.
cool. I mean, you fly around
It's
jetpack. It reminds me of Anthem, like Space Anthem. I mean, I guess Anthem is.
That's not even out yet either.
I know, but I'm just saying it kind of reminds me just the jetpack, like flying around open world.
True.
Just with minus the microtransactions that's
oh
going to be
God.
in it.
Minus
More-
the micro.
Take away the microtransactions, please.
God damn it, Activision or EA, not Activision. And then the last one is just a little victory, or actually second to last one is just a little victory lap for Sony. Sony has released its earnings report for most of this quarter, which ended on March 31st, 2018. This provides us with an updated look at the PlayStation business, which saw another 2.5 million PS4 units sold worldwide during the quarter. That brings lifetime sales of the console to approximately 79 million units, which means the system is now nearly topped the sales total lifetime for PS3, which passed 80 million back in 2013.
It's only gonna keep going. It's only gonna keep
Little
going.
victory lap. Sony's killing it right now.
Yeah. They are.
God
Trying to
damn.
flex.
For real. And that's the thing. I think they're getting too comfortable. I think we're getting back into the old Sony, like PlayStation 3 days Sony, where they're like,
Yeah.
we're not going to try with your PlayStation. Like, you can't change your PSN.
Give you something just good enough.
Like,
Yeah,
we're not going to
please.
try with backwards
Let
compatibility.
me change my PSN,
Yeah.
please. Let me change it.
Give you something good enough until someone does better, and then you're like, okay.
And
All right, we got it.
Exactly. And but Xbox is like so far behind. I don't think they're like really sweating the competition.
How did Xbox fall so far behind? Like, what
At
did they
launch.
do
At
so
launch.
bad?
Launch.
Their launch really, the whole E3, that was the worst.
They came out, they were like, we're not going to talk about games. We're going to talk about, I love the little, like, the cuts on YouTube where it's like sports, games, or no, sports. And then it was like TV, movies, TV, sports, Madden.
Not even
Like,
one game.
Yeah, it was like Madden and FIFA were like the only things that they really showed at the press conference, like when they announced the console. And they were heavy into Kinect and they were heavy into like TV. Like Microsoft opened up a TV division to make TV like the Halo like TV series, and then everybody was like, "What the fuck is this? Like, we don't want."
Yeah.
And then that's when they did
buy
their
my Xbox for TV.
their games locked, like you can't share games.
Yeah, they were doing all that.
That's so annoying.
They
Yeah,
did
that's what they originally
always
launched with.
connected to the internet.
Always connect. You couldn't play the console. unless
Always
you were connected to the
connected, and then
Yeah.
I always remember that just because Sony later that night they like scripted in something. They're like, "Yeah, dude, you can share with your friends. Yeah, we got you. We got your back."
That was weeks later too at the E3 press conference. When
Yeah.
Microsoft went again first.
Yeah.
and they could have like corrected
They
it,
could have corrected it because there was huge backlash already. But then Sony's like, "Hell, you fucking."
and they didn't. And then Sony came out, released the price point. It's such a
$100
cool story
cheaper.
that I don't think it's talked about enough. But the PS4 was supposed to launch with the PlayStation like camera, and they took that out like that day.
Oh yeah, because they're like, why?
That was a last second call to get it cheaper below the Xbox price point. So they could come out and say, we don't try to shove this down your throat. Like
Yeah.
when they were gonna because the light bar on the PS4 was meant to work with the eye.
camera. Yeah. Yep.
So they took that out like the day of. And then my favorite thing was the Xbox of or the video of Adam Boys and Shuei Yoshida. Where it's like, this is how you share a game on PlayStation, and it's
There
just
you
them
go.
handing
Yeah.
the game over to the other
I was
person.
shitted on him though.
Man.
I was like, oh my god.
They attacked them then. But I mean, that's why it like bombed.
I mean, hey, you gotta take him where you get it.
I mean, yeah.
I feel like
they-
a lot of people say that
Say
in
what?
the wrong ways. Never mind.
God damn it, Andres.
You're dirty. Dirty.
Well, yeah. So I mean, that's why it's like kind of like dead. I mean, not
No,
dead.
not
It's
dead,
still
but
selling
still.
really well, but it's just so far behind that Sony is like in another. They had their chance to strike, and it was 2-3 years ago when Sony had no first party games coming out.
Oh, for a minute.
all.
Yeah, for a minute.
It was like nothing. It was like the launch games, Infamous Second Son, and then nothing.
Yeah,
And then
because I
Bloodborne.
remember that. Yeah. Oh, Bloodborne. That's in my
But
top.
they had no holiday games
Yeah.
forever. And then now we're getting God of War, Detroit Become Human, and Spider-Man all in the same year.
Yee.
It's a great
Yee,
year.
yee, yee.
Great year for PlayStation.
Great year for PlayStation.
Get a PlayStation.
Last piece of news on the Doherty Report. We're talking about Red Dead Redemption 2.
I'm excited as fuck.
We got a release date, and we got a second trailer.
Mm-hmm.
you're a bigger.
They
Red
put a
Dead
release
fan
date
than
out?
me. Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
October.
yeah, everything says coming spring 2018.
Yeah, that's
No, this
what,
was October, what,
2018?
2019?
yeah. It was the last one was it said spring or fall, and then this one said October
Yeah.
23rd. I don't know off the top of my head, but October.
In October. Okay.
Andreas,
What?
you're a big Red Dead fan.
Yes, I am.
I played it. I liked it. It was all right.
What?
I wasn't blown away by it.
I didn't play a lot of Red Dead. I went to friend's house to play. Like I never owned the game, so I never really
It's
got
so
a huge...
much shit to do. No, I just enjoyed the game. Learned the hell out of it.
So is
when it
this a
first came
prequel?
out.
I still don't know a ton
The
about it.
story,
It's a prequel, right?
Yeah, it's a prequel.
Okay, that's what I thought.
That's what it's saying. Who knows? Time jumps, all this shit. I don't fucking know. It could be like in the beginning. I don't know. But long story short, the game looks beautiful. The trailer was way more story. Like, hey, this is what the story's about.
Yeah,
The third trailer, yeah.
And I was like, cool. That's what I want. Everybody wanted more gameplay. But hey, I was cool with the story. Letting me know where it goes.
I'm interested. I'm interested to see how it does. Everyone's saying that this is going to be the game that is going to like compete with God of War for Game of the Year. That's what a lot of people are saying because that's going to be like the only thing that's really going to be pitted against it. I don't necessarily agree. Like I said, I like the first Red Dead, but I don't think the story was
Perfect.
Did
No,
you
no,
beat
no,
the entire
no.
game?
It was a really good game.
Did you beat the entire game?
I can't lie to you. I didn't.
You didn't?
I went pretty far into it.
Oh, you didn't put it on
and
easy, that's
then
why.
I died.
You
My
didn't
Xbox
put it on
died.
easy?
You should have put it on easy.
I
You
should have put it on
definitely
easy.
got through.
I probably would have. But with that game, it was just so much shit to do because I do side quests. You know how I do that? You know, the
Yeah.
fucking game. And shit.
Oh, now you're trying to look for excuses.
First of all, it's not an excuse.
Well, first of all,
I'll
the ending
play
of that game.
Well, I know what happens at the game because
Okay,
I just
Yeah, you looked it up. I
of
assume.
course, yeah, because I was like my Xbox, and I was like, all right, fuck this.
So, interested. I don't know if it's going to be as big of a juggernaut as everyone's saying. Like I said, Rockstar's known for just like juggernaut games, but
Mhm.
I'm going to be interested to see how this game sells. And I know that sounds dumb because it's obviously going to sell really well,
It is.
but I don't know if it's going to get that critical acclaim that people are claiming that it's going to get. I'm going to be interested off the bat. Like, it looks good, but it doesn't look that good. Like,
You just gotta wait and see.
It looks like it's going to have a lot of technical limitations, I feel.
Yeah, because how ambitious it is. Like that game is gonna be huge
Yeah.
as far as like landscape and the idea that they're trying to go for.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. And again, looks isn't everything. Like, I love Zelda. Like, Zelda Breath of the Wild, one of the best games ever. And, like, it's
wasn't
not
even
the
a-
most beautiful game
He
ever.
wasn't even trying to play it though.
I play a little bit of Zelda. I
Oh
still
my
play every now and
God.
then.
That was the first game I hit.
That's the first game I mean, that's the first Switch game I have. I played a lot of it at first when I
I
first
went-
got it.
Balls deep into Zelda. Oh my gosh, that game was so good. I was not expecting it to
yeah.
get me like that.
So far, I got the DLC. Played it still.
I haven't
like,
any
oh
of the
my
DLC.
God.
I mean, it's still so much for me to do. Like, it's so much to do in
So
that
much.
game.
I'm not even done with it.
So much to do. And I'm always getting surprised by like little random shit. It's just like, what the fuck is this? Oh, and then I gotta run. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm on the run because I don't know what the fuck I just did now. Now something's chasing me. It's just hella fun.
No, and that's what I love about those like big ambitious games. Like there's always something to do.
Yeah.
So that's why I love those games.
We talked a lot about PlayStation and how they're killing it.
They are.
So that leads into our conversation of the week. We are going to be ranking the top 5 PlayStation 4 exclusives right now.
I got you.
Like, even though they're not out, like, can we use games that haven't been out?
No,
yet?
I would
how
say
can you
games
rank
that
them
are
if it's not out?
Only
How-
games that are out.
Yeah,
I mean, okay.
Houseway. How you gonna rank a game that's not even out?
Did you just say Houseway?
Yeah,
You
Houseway.
ever seen that video?
I
How
don't
you
know
gonna
what
do that?
means.
Damn.
You don't know
That
about
white?
Houseway?
You're not that white.
You don't even. Please don't tell me you don't know
I'm
about
really,
Houseway.
I'm really
That's
white.
pretty.
You're not
That's
that
pretty
white.
white.
With the Kanye West.
Do you know what Kanye? He's been making
Who's
headlines.
Kanye West?
Dude.
Okay, now you're trolling. Okay.
But no, I don't know what Houseway is.
Houseway is
Houseway.
the phrase, not a person.
It's not a person. It's a Houseway.
Like
How
how,
does he
Mikey?
not know this?
Sway's a person.
Sway is a person.
So how do you say it?
It's
Houseway?
Houseway to meet you.
Houseway.
No.
Oh my god.
What's that mean though? Like,
All right,
I
back
don't
to the
think you guys
ranking.
know what
Back
that
to the
means.
ranking.
That's what I think.
What?
What's that
It's
mean?
a question.
It's a question.
Houseway.
Yeah.
Like how, Mikey?
How, Mikey?
How am I gonna do better, Mikey? How? How, Mikey? How, Mike? Doherty?
He threw in the last name. Oh, it's serious.
Doherty.
Doherty?
Well, now I know.
Gluber?
Learn something.
How
every day.
Gluber?
Gluer?
How Glu?
Donald Gluer?
Glover.
That's all right. Gluber, don't worry
It's
about
not Glover. Glover.
Where are you putting this you? I'm not putting you.
Good.
Donald Glover.
There you go.
Oh,
There you go.
wow.
You said it
That's-
right this time.
I said it the same way the whole time.
Yo.
You guys
Breakthrough.
are annoying. Fuck.
We're making breakthroughs now. We're making breakthroughs.
Little
Little by little.
What's your rank?
I got a couple. I could use the same. Can I cheat with saying Last of Us Remastered?
That's what I was thinking.
Can I cheat and say The Last of Us Remastered?
Yeah.
I don't want to, but it's a cheat if I don't have a top 5. I'm gonna say God of War.
Okay.
Uncharted.
Number 1? Or is this
God of War is 1 because I haven't even beat the game, but I'm already in love with it.
Okay.
More than I am with Uncharted. So God of War, Uncharted. I'm gonna hit you with Bloodborne.
Okay.
Bloodborne was pretty
A little different. Okay.
a little different.
A
You
little
think about that?
I mean, it's your top 5, not mine.
Oh man, I had the top 5 in my list. Now I gotta get the phone out.
All right. Do you have it in your head or should I go?
So of course you gotta throw it to God of War off tops. God of War.
Okay, is this 5 down? Are you going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1?
I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Sorry, that's what I meant. It's such a long day.
It really is.
All right, go.
Why would I put God of War at 5? God of War.
Facts.
God of War. Far Cry 5. I actually
Not
really
exclusive.
like that game.
Exclusive.
Oh, it's not exclusive. Huh?
Exclusive.
Fuck.
God damn it, dude.
Fuck.
I don't. Yeah, because I don't want to use remasters. That's what's throwing me off. Because I was gonna say
I don't have my 5 anymore.
my
then.
top 5 was gonna be to round it out. It was gonna be Last of Us and then Shadow of the Colossus.
I actually really like Shadow of the Colossus.
I remember. I think that was like one of the very first games that I beat, not knowing anything about a game.
See, if Last of Us,
But then again, it's a remaster. That's why
exactly.
That's why I'm like.
So I would allow
bruh.
that. Last of Us, I'll allow it. We can use Last of Us.
But we can't use Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah, you say yeah.
No, you can't.
Hey, it's lit. All right, that's my top 5.
Okay, that's your top 5. So go through again. God of War, Uncharted.
So my top 5 is going to be God of War,
Uh-huh.
Uncharted.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's going to be Bloodborne.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's going to be The Last of Us, and then it's going to be Shadow.
My top 5. Knack 1, Knack 2.
God.
No, I'm just
What I
kidding.
say? He was serious for a second.
Knack Quest on the phone.
Oh
The phone like
What?
master game. All right, no, for real. God of War is number 1.
God of War.
I do Uncharted. No.
Uncharted.
Yeah, Uncharted.
Uncharted.
Uncharted 4.
Mm-hmm.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Fuck.
Right?
How'd I
That's
forget
what I'm
about
saying.
that
there's,
one?
There's a lot of like.
I legit forgot about Horizon Dawn.
never played it.
Now,
That's actually okay. I got it.
if
Change it.
Activision didn't backstab me, I would say the Crash trilogy, the Insane trilogy.
Hey,
But
But
it's on everything.
It's
now,
on everything.
so
now.
I can't really say that. I know there's another one that I was gonna say. Crap! I had them. I literally had them.
We need to write this down next time.
I know. We should.
Yeah.
We should prepare.
I'm
a
trying to
little
remember,
more for
I'm
this.
trying to think of how many exclusives I actually played so far. I'm like,
Yeah.
I've played. I know for sure I played God of the War and Shadow of the Colossus because I still play those games every now and then.
I feel like I'll take The Last of Us out just because of how close it is, and I'm gonna put Horizon Dawn in there.
Oh, I'm gonna have a cheat sheet right here. Okay, so God of War, Uncharted 4, Horizon Zero Dawn. I'd say The Last of Us remastered, and then
He has all his
And that's
PlayStation
the
games
thing.
right behind him.
Until Dawn. I don't know if I'd give it that number 4. Or
We're talking about this year, right?
No, in
exclusive,
general.
all time.
all time.
Oh, you know what? And then there's Ratchet and Clank too. You know what?
I never even saw the movie. Sorry.
You don't need to see the movie.
Thank God.
The movie's seriously just the game, but the cutscenes put together.
Holy shit.
It's really bad.
Easy way to make money.
It's really bad. And then just different voiceovers. Like Sylvester Stallone's in it. John Goodman.
Really? Wow. All right.
Okay. So yeah. So actually, I would take out Last of Us Remastered because
It's
that's kind
too
of a
close.
cheat sheet.
Yeah, it is a
That
cheat.
guy
And
take
then-
my shadow out then.
I'd go. No.
No.
You can keep
No,
it in.
no.
I'm just saying for my
Because
list.
Shadow has been
Okay.
that game hasn't been out in forever.
Facts.
I'd say yeah. Then Ratchet and Clank, and then Until Dawn because I loved Until Dawn. I remember at the time it was Until Dawn. It was me and my ex-girlfriend, and
Yeah.
like we just sat down and we played it. I played it. She made the choices, and like it was such a good game. It's
Yeah.
such one of those cinematic games. Reminds me a lot of Detroit Become Human and Heavy
yeah.
Rain, where it's just like every choice like you can like affects
Look
everything.
up in, yeah.
I dug that game.
Until Dawn was hella fun. You ever played it?
No, I told you.
See,
You guys said there's no.
played it.
Yeah, you said there's no side quests. I'm like, nah, I'm cool.
Bro, let him borrow Until Dawn and let his mind just get
My
blown.
memory's
I
right
think
now.
you should. I think you should play it.
I don't know why I'm so hesitant to play that game. I just don't want to give it a time of day for some reason.
Well, it's actually really entertaining. It's really entertaining.
Like I'm cool.
You should play it.
I don't like scary movies.
But you make the choices.
I mean, it's scary. I mean, it's not scary. I mean, it's kind. I don't
It
know.
can be. You can make it
There's a
as
couple
less
jump
scary as
scares in it.
possible. I mean, you can make the choices so it's not scary.
But let me ask you this: is there an easy mode?
Yeah.
Is there?
Holy
I just said
shit!
yes. I just wanted him to play it.
I'll play it. I mean, I'll give it a time of day. I might see a playthrough or something of it.
I mean, there's Resogun, which launched with the PS4.
that was the very first game. Yep. I remember it was a free to play too. Yeah, free to play game.
Infamous Second
We're
Son,
going free to plays.
which again, story was all right.
Let's go
Gameplay was
Paragon.
fantastic.
I like Paragon.
Holy shit! I remember I didn't know what it was. I just remember it was a mobile game, and I was like, sure.
Paragon would be so much fun if it wasn't so long.
can't-
Every game's, I swear to God,
they
it's like
shut
an
it.
hour.
They shut it
Yeah,
down.
right. I
Did they?
remember.
Oh, every
remember-
game was like an hour. I'm like, okay.
I
alright.
love that they released the game as a physical copy and it was still a beta.
So it's like Fortnite.
Paragon was a disaster, just story, just in terms of like marketing and how they
Yeah.
put it. I remember going to PSX 2015.
The trailer looked cool as fuck, and I was like, I could get behind this. Play the game. I cannot get behind this. I was like,
Yeah.
no, thank you.
I didn't even start playing until like maybe like 2016, and then like I played it and I was just like,
I remember.
okay, it's a fun concept. Played like one game, like okay.
I didn't know what to do though. Like, I remember people were coming at me. I kill them.
Yeah, you got kill little minion dudes.
Yeah, and then I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
all right. What do I do now?
Couldn't talk to anyone.
It's just one of the,
I don't think I had voice.
Couldn't do
I don't think I
nothing.
had voice chat, so like you
had
couldn't even talk to your
you
team.
could just
kinda
have
had to-
you could do like the
It's a disaster.
yeah.
Disaster story. But I remember PSX 2015, they ended the conference on that. And it was weird.
Yeah,
was a
I think that's the reason why I
weird
saw it. I
ender.
remember seeing it. Like I said, it was a kick-ass trailer. Like you see the trailers, and you're
It's
like,
just,
oh
I was like,
shit.
why do I care? Why would I care? This is a weird like ending. And I remember going to one of the kind of funny panels that they did. And then, those little cards, and they handed them out. I was like, oh, this game's going to fail. And then here we are, right now.
To
The
this
game
day,
failed.
they closed it all, and they like completely closed the game now, right?
Yeah, it's completely shuttered. It's sad. A lot of people, it had a fan base, but like,
It did. It's a small one though.
tiny.
That's
Tiny.
cool.
So, I mean, yeah, there's so many good games.
There's so many good games. So yeah,
So, I mean, like I said, I
I'm-
completely forgot
I'm-
about Ratchet and Clank. I mean, just.
I
even
forgot
right
about
here.
Horizon. So that's gonna be in my
The
top
Order
5 now.
1886.
A beautiful
Bad game. A
game.
beautiful bad
bad game. That's the best way to put it. I remember I played it, and I'm like, 3 hours later, I was like, oh shit, I'm almost done.
game. See, I
I was like, I'm almost done with this game. What the hell is going on?
Killzone Shadowfall was good, but it was like
It wasn't
an
as-
all
no.
right game.
Yeah.
Like Killzone 2 is still my favorite Killzone of all time. So good. And then, I mean, Gravity Rush 2. I like Gravity Rush 2, but it's not on the top 5 yet. It was exclusive.
So yeah, I'm
So
top
there's
5.
games. So that was your top 5. It was God of War.
No, I'm gonna change it up now completely.
Honestly,
I'm fucking shit
I'm
up.
gonna keep it a buck. I don't even think I've played too many exclusives.
Okay.
Yeah, he hasn't even beat God of War. yet.
Dude, you need to dive into my library. I just have these games sitting here collecting dust.
I'm gonna go ahead and steal some.
But I mean, you haven't even beat God of War,
Yeah,
so I
you-
don't ascend.
When you beat God of War, you could come in and
I can experience them. You know,
no, stop it.
dabble. You know,
dip my fingers in it,
Don't do that.
toes.
So my top 5 had to be a top 5. Would for sure be God of War, Uncharted. I'm gonna throw Horizon in there, Bloodborne, and then The Last Guardian.
that's a good top 5.
I'm gonna
I
throw
forgot about
Skyrim
the last.
remastered
You like
in
the
there.
Last Guardian?
I did. Dude. You know how long I've been waiting for that game?
Everybody's been waiting for that.
Everybody was waiting for that fucking game,
I've only seen gameplay, and it looks like it would be like Shadow of the Colossus.
which is kind of the reason why.
It's the developer, same developer.
Yeah, I just feel like once I bought Shadow of the Colossus and played, I was like, oh, okay, now I know what Last Guardian's like.
Well,
That's
The
how I
Last
felt.
Guardian isn't. Well, that game is finally. It's not like a remaster.
Yeah, they're so
thing.
different.
Yeah,
The Shadow of the
And
Colossus
they're
was a
different
remaster.
games. They're really
so-
different games.
I mean, yeah,
too.
I mean, it's a different
No.
vibe for sure, but I felt like the gameplay wise was the same.
Oh
shit.
yeah, I mean, same like
Oh, both
shitty
are really,
PS2
really good.
yeah,
controls.
yeah,
Oh God, don't remind me.
terrible cameras. I mean, you know, I still enjoyed it when I could.
No, you had to. So that would be my top 5 of those games I played.
Good
That'd be-
top 5. Like I said, PS4
solid.
has so many good games.
You can't go wrong. I feel like, at least.
Like I said, I would I wish I could put Insane Trilogy on there.
You're a huge Crash fan, huh? Are you excited for Spyro then?
Let's fucking talk about Spyro right now. I am so fucking juiced
I started
for
something.
Spyro. Unleash the Dragon. Unleash the Dragon they did.
I forgot which Spyro I have for the PlayStation 2, but I put in so many hours.
Oh,
in that
no,
game.
you do. But I remember as a kid, I didn't know what an objective was. I didn't know there was a story.
Yeah.
You know,
My one objective was to get all his fucking
I just
abilities.
remember going up and down, just, oh, cool, he's the guy, kill him. And then, oh, shit.
See, that's the thing. Spyro 1 was my jam. Spyro 2 and 3, I didn't really like fuck with that as a kid. So I'm excited to go back and like play those.
Yeah.
But like Spyro 1, I sunk so much time into. I sunk just as much time into that as I did like Crash. So like I'm excited. And another thing I'm excited about Spyro is because it's made by Toys from Bob, which is the Skylanders
The
developer.
actual, yeah.
Which means, hear me out.
Oh, God.
Which means at E3 we're gonna get a Crash, like
Okay.
a sequel, like
An
a
actual?
Crash, an actual proper Crash game, or Crash CTR remastered,
Bro.
Crash Team Racing. Let's go from Vicarious Visions, who did the Insane Trilogy, because Toys from Bob's working on the Spyro one, so that means they're working on something. And on top of that, if it is CTR, they made Crash Nitro Kart for the PS2. The same developer. Same developer.
You know what I feel like Maggie's doing right now? He has a crazy wall in his room. Like, this guy did this, and he has to make this game, and this and
So
that.
my
Huge
mind
wall
thinks
with
of-
faces.
If there is a Crash Team Racing,
Yeah.
I am so ready to do like a let's play
that.
and just like I'm platinuming that game day one, just like I did PlayStation All Stars.
That's when everybody was trying to be like, oh, cool, Mario Kart is selling. Let's do all that.
Did you know that?
I'm honestly tired of remastered games.
What?
When PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale came out, I platinumed it that night that I got it.
You're
Dedication.
No, it's one of the first persons who ever even has that game.
That's true. That is
Never
also
even
true.
had a battle
Same people
royale
who
game.
the same amount of people who bought a Wii U bought PlayStation All Stars Battle
I
Royale.
just remember Battle Royale for the PlayStation. You could
It
beat
looked fun.
God of War. It was. I mean,
Back to what you said about you're sick of remasters.
Oh, you heard that?
Yeah, I did. Sorry, I
You're
was
sick of
I was
remasters?
going into a shtick.
It's
alright?
okay. Go ahead.
I was doing a bit. All right.
Do your thing. Do away. I'm just tired of
I
remasters.
agree, but it's Crash. No, I mean I like seeing. I'm tired of like the remasters where it's like kind of like here's Gears of War or like Halo again on like just kind of upscale.
Exactly. I feel like
I
you're trying to
like
make money
the
off my childhood.
remasters where it is Crash or like Spyro where they're taking the engine, they're completely redoing everything. Like it's not just like they're upscaling it and then they're putting it on PS4.
yeah, it's like a.
But I
port.
mean, essentially, it's the same gameplay.
That's what I want. That's all I
But I
wanted.
mean, that's all they're making money off of. It's just recycled gameplay.
That's fine. That's
I'm tired of that. Why don't you just release a new game?
I agree.
Like
with
Last
that.
of Us 2? Why
People-
don't you just release The Last of Us 2 instead of Last of Us Remastered?
Because that's
Why
what
are you
they-
making money off my past?
The Last of Us.
First of all,
Like, why are
The
you
Last
trying to
of
make
Us
money off my
Remastered
past?
came with the DLC, okay? So it made sense.
Why couldn't it just with DLC for it?
That's
this is a
so
true question.
the Last of Us remastered. The reason they did that was because they wanted to get their sea legs for the PS4 developed, like how it is the feel for develop
True.
to develop for the PS4. So when they made Uncharted and The Last of Us, they like have like footing, like they kind of dabbled in it. They
I would have rather
dumped their toe
them
in it.
keep their sea legs to themselves, spend more time on Last of Us 2,
Yeah.
and then drop that.
No, see, I don't know. I think it's doing something important, which is preserving games that we don't have readily accessible. They're not readily accessible to us. The
So
old
like-
Crash
like-
games, the old Spyro games. I think it's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
cool that.
So in another 10 years, if they remaster another fucking Crash, are you going to get it again? Absolutely,
I mean,
right?
if you just slap Crash on anything, I'm gonna buy it. Like that's just
Exactly,
the
and
thing
that's
of
the
it.
cheesy part, which is
look
why I
at
hate
this.
it.
I played Skylanders. Goddammit.
Oh shit! you
I
did.
played Skylanders.
And that's the cheesy part because they
That's
could
the
just throw a
amiibo.
face that you were really like fond of as a child and take all your money. Don't even change the game. Don't
I
change the story
played
at all.
fucking Skylanders.
I believe you. It's clear as day. But they don't change the game. That the story just enhance the graphics, maybe make everything
That's
a
what
little
I
bit
want. Those
smoother.
games are so perfect. That's why I said because it's
The
a good-
games were perfect. That's why they leave it in the past.
They,
It's a classic.
It's a
they
classic.
they needed this so they could make another Crash game. So they could bring out another Crash game.
To
Because you
see
can't
if
just-
the people still want a
They needed
character,
to
they
test
still want
the
him.
market. And it did fucking awesome.
They
It was
knew
number
what their
one on
market-
the charts for months.
You know you're fighting against like a fanboy right now, right?
I know I'm fighting a fanboy, but hear me out.
I'll hear you.
They knew what their sells were back in the day. So they knew what their fan base was.
Oh, that's different.
It's not different.
I'm not trying to defend Mike or anything, but come on.
That's not different.
If I released Toomba today, Toomba 2
He brought that shit out.
on the PS4 and be like, oh, it sold really good on the PS1, that shit will bomb.
So why are you excited for the Spyro game if they never released the Spyro remastered?
What do you mean?
They never did it. What?
Is this the Spyro remastered?
Yeah, it's the remastered.
Yeah,
too.
1, 2, 3.
Never mind.
You look like a fool.
Yes,
I look dumb as shit thinking they were doing something different, but of course they were not doing anything different. What was I thinking, right?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
What was I thinking?
Why are you arguing?
Let's not do different.
First
Let's
of all,
just
it's
do it
Activision.
again.
So the fact that I even got a good Crash port without like microtransactions from
Activision, you
Activision,
could get skins, dude.
I'm happy. Second of all, I want to see another Crash game, but CTR is the perfect kart racing game. Period. Beats out every Mario Kart that was ever fucking put out ever. Period.
I mean,
Damn.
Double
I
Dash was a
stand
very
by
good game.
Double Dash
That's probably the best Mario Kart they ever dropped.
was all right.
It was
at
pretty
best.
fun.
It was
right at
fun.
best.
It
It's
was
a good
fun.
multiplayer. Like,
It's
again,
nothing compares
house
to
party game.
CTR. CTR is a perfect kart racer,
he says perfect.
and I will stand by that. I can
He's
I can
holding
go
this.
back.
For a person who says he doesn't like to
Perfect.
give out perfect games, he's giving out a lot of perfect games.
That's two, all right? And I didn't say it was a perfect game. I said it was a perfect kart race.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
That's the difference.
You guys remember that one game with the little like mini bikes? And it was like had like the Burger King guy.
Holy shit!
You know what I'm talking about? That game, it was trash, but I had
Holy
so much
shit.
fun playing.
Like
it.
you
I don't
actually had to
know.
go like to the restaurant and like
Yeah,
get some shit,
and
right?
they were really on like
Remember that.
motorbikes driving
They
around in
really
the
are-
parking lot
yes.
and shit. That
And
shit
he's,
was
like,
low key
tiny.
fun. Yeah,
Yes.
that game was hella fun.
That was fucking stupid.
That
I would
brought
honestly
me back.
like that game as an indie game. I would buy that.
Oh my god.
That brought me back.
That was a really fun game. I don't know why that just reminded me of that.
Bad
Maybe
games of our childhood.
Exactly, like CTR.
I hate you. That's not a bad game.
CTR. I mean,
That was a
that
good
makes,
game.
that makes
You know how
one of
many
us.
times I sunk? How much hours I sunk into Scooby Doo Cyber Chase on the PS1? Another bad license game that like when you're a dumb kid, you just play anything.
No, yeah, this is very true.
Just
You-
whatever
I mean,
you get your
again,
hands
because
on.
you don't have it like when you're a kid, you don't have the money to go out and buy a game that you want.
I had a truck driving game on my PlayStation.
I
Not
don't
gonna
know
be
what
afraid
that-
to admit
I
it.
don't know what that means.
A truck driving game is like fucking
The
farming.
game you drove diesel trucks and parked them. It's a thing.
Holy shit!
Was that seriously the game?
It was you literally started off in this one city, you drove on the freeway and you parked in another. That was literally
It was like
it was a time attack.
whoa,
You know what I'm
whoa,
saying?
It was a time attack. How far can
that
you
was
get?
it. How fast can you get there?
Holy
That
shit!
was
Did you
literally
beat your
the
personal
game.
record every time?
It wasn't a game you kept playing
Why not?
because it wasn't really much to it. You know,
And that's comes to the point of
you
you
swoop
buy
in and out of
anything.
cars, then you park it, and then
If you're
You go
out
to a
there and
different
you're
game.
listening and you know what the fuck Sean's talking about, please link me
if
to
you
like
know
a
the
video.
name of this game I'm talking about, please
sounds
drop
like
it in
you
the
live
comments
down
because I
below.
want to
Fucking
look
sounds
it up.
like you're playing like farming simulator or some shit. Truck driving simulator.
No, look. You're making it more than what it is because it wasn't all that.
You're making okay. Hold on. Is it?
You
I'm so
started off in a
confused right
city,
now.
it drops, goes 3, 2, 1, go, and then you gotta go whoop, 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 and then you hopped on the fucking, you know what I'm saying, the 880, and then you
hold
drive.
on.
It takes you 3 hours to like actually like get there.
Did you have to
Dead
like
ass,
weigh
it
your
was like
truck?
a 5-minute drive.
Did you have to like weigh your truck? You know how there's like weigh stops.
That would be
No, none of that.
fucking awesome.
Hey, you gotta bring it back. Hey, remastered. It was good. A remastered truck stopping game.
That game was ass. Please don't make that game over again. It was just,
As a
honestly,
Well,
kid, you just don't
remaster it.
know though. You'll
No,
play,
no,
like, you know
yeah.
how many times I played the Open Season 2 game
Oh god.
on PS2? It's so bad.
open
There's
season 2.
so many bad games, like licensed games that you just like deal with as a kid because you're like, yeah, like I don't want to go outside. Like, I'm just gonna play
Don't
this.
do that.
You know a game I really enjoyed playing?
What?
The fucking little deer hunter games.
Those are cool.
I thought those were pretty cool.
That's like I'm one of those guys where it's like I'm a walking stereotype, so I don't want to like fulfill like all my stereotypes. Like I'll fulfill some of them. And for being white, just having like the hunting game, like being that kid, like I just
Oh god.
bridge too far for me.
I can't
Like,
be
I
that. I can't be too.
It's like I'm fat and I like video games, but I
Yes.
would never be the kid on the bus playing the DS. It's one of those things where it's like I don't.
I can't
relate. I was that guy.
Nerd.
I was there. I was definitely that kid.
I just
definitely had a great time.
You were the kid playing a DS?
Damn near half my bus had a DS. It was a must-have. I can't relate to that statement. That was very fun.
Imagine because that was Mario only one stereotype. You weren't like.
I mean, everyone had Mario Kart, so just like on the bus ride home after school, it was just like everyone would just whip out their DSs, all connect, and like on the drive home, we'd all just play Mario Kart. That shit was hella fun.
You must have lived in a safe neighborhood.
It was very safe. Shout out to my parents.
There's only one time, and it was like it was cool for some reason. I don't know why it wasn't like the kid playing Pokemon on the DS.
Yeah.
But there's like a year in my life where it was the PSP, and it was
when it first came out. Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto, from when the bus picked us up to school, and we could just see who could get the most stars, and that was it.
Good memory.
That was the game.
Almost as boring as connecting 4 people and playing.
It wasn't 4. It was like 6 or 8. Like it was literally like damn near the whole bus was on had a DS. That
must have been a small bus when you. Never mind. I don't even go there. He wasn't one of those special buses. That's why.
That was
a good one. High five. High five.
That was a nice setup.
That was a good one.
That was a nice setup.
Yeah,
didn't see it coming. That was
didn't see it coming. Well,
I thought you were going to something.
I know. I was like, all right, where are we going?
We're pretty much out of this. We're pretty much done with the. We just got a couple of listener questions.
Go ahead.
You guys good? You have fun? Good time?
Yes,
I don't know.
What they asking me?
All
right, so we actually got quite a bit, like not quite a bit, but we got some listener questions in today. So if you have a question for us to answer here on Completely Consensual, go ahead and comment down below on this video, and I'll bring it over to next week's episode, and I'll answer it there. Or you can tweet us at CTGVids. Or on Facebook, Chiptooth Gaming. So check us out there. Leave questions for us to ask because I like them. Or you can email us chiptoothgaming@gmail.com. So
I got a question. No, it's fine.
I thought you were doing the voice. I thought you were giving me a voice right. I don't want to get.
No, I'm saying.
Our first question is from friend of the show, A Flarida on Twitter. Anthony Flarida.
What is he asking me?
He asks you guys, what was the game that you hyped up the most and ended up being a huge disappointment to you?
Like ever or like this year?
Ever.
No Man's fucking Sky.
We were talking about that earlier.
No Man's fucking Sky. I was excited. Then I'm like, why am I not excited? I was like, oh, fuck this game. I legit was excited for No Man's Sky, and I legit was disappointed. If I was ever disappointed, and I've been disappointed in my life a lot of times, but goddamn.
Let's hear those other times. I want to hear those other times.
You don't even know about those.
Disappointed. No, No Man's Sky is a really good one. Because I feel like everyone, I think that like the games press hyped it up too much.
Oh, for
to the
sure.
point where it was like he started lying
even
about what the
trailer,
game was.
yeah, exactly.
Because
like
he really did lie.
Straight up, like, yeah, you can do this. Totally.
Yeah, don't worry. I want you to be able to like build a house.
You could fucking do this. Don't worry. I remember like, yeah, you just co-op.
And then he's like,
no fucking co-op.
Everyone's gonna have unique. I know he did. Yeah, I remember. And then every planet's gonna have unique life. And then it's like you go to 3 different planets and they all have the same dinosaurs on them.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck you.
It's going to take, well, hey, you got to keep playing. There's like, what, how many years of the game?
Oh, fuck it. And then it's like you got to get to the center and you just mine the whole time.
Yes.
Like, I was talking to Andreas about it. Did you play No Man's Sky?
Not at all.
Okay.
Good thing.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Let me set the scene for you. Close your eyes. All right? Minecraft, but you can't build anything.
What am I doing?
Exactly.
You're just mining shit.
What am I doing?
You're just building materials for if and when there's an update. Because holy
That's
fuck.
worse than my truck driver game. What are you doing? At least I had a
play. At least I had a destination. There was a destination.
Okay, so it's not just mining. You get a ship, and you have to try to get to the center of the universe.
Yes, I remember the first thing.
So I had to mine through a ship?
No, you're on a ship, and you're mining resources to get to the center of the universe.
Yes.
And then what happens when I get to the center?
You
fucking
start all over. Wasn't there a guy who actually got to the center of the universe?
Yeah, there's.
And he's like, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Fucking
I didn't look it up, but apparently it was super disappointing. And 2, every planet's the fucking same. Like,
keep in mind,
there's like a template of 6 different planets, and then after that, they're all the same.
There's like trillions.
It's like Far Cry with all the houses. All the houses are the exact same. Have you noticed that in Far Cry? Every house. Exactly. There's like 3 different houses. Far Cry 5. There's 3 different houses, and they're all different. Like they're all the same.
I've never thought about that.
Look at them, and then some of them, the doors are closed, so you like some rooms are blocked off, and other ones they're not. That's what they did. That was their fucking genius of idea of
Hey,
going.
I've never thought
how much
about
time
that.
that saved for them?
Go back and look at it. It looks like they just went.
That game is so objective. Like you don't even realize small things like that. Like there's so much to do.
Control V V V V V V V V all throughout. So
I'll put some here.
sorry.
So that was my huge disappointment of a game.
Disappointment. Game that you've hyped up so much and then ended up just being a disappointment.
TTO, right?
There was a couple different games. It was like it was the game. I think it was called Dark Void. Was that one game?
Darksiders?
No. It was an omnidirectional game, like a platformer. It was sort of 360. But the most recent one that was really disappointing in was Final Fantasy 15.
You talked about this on the first episode.
I was really disappointed.
Why were you
in that game.
disappointed? I kind of
Because that game was
Was it too
delayed
weeb enough?
so many times, and that was the finished product. And then when you realize, like, you listen to all the developers and interviews about it, like, they didn't even get to finish it because they had to rush it because of how many times.
and that's what you're trying to tell them. Like, okay.
And it was just like if you guys ever played, it starts off amazing. And then
No, it
as you
does.
get
I
to
mean,
the
that's why
middle-
I played at the beginning of it.
you played it.
Yeah, I
And
played
then as
like
you get to the middle, it's kind of like okay, doing a little bit of the same shit. And the end, it's just like, what the fuck is going on now? What the fuck just happened? Why? What? And that's literally how the story goes. And it's just like
So they rushed the fuck out of it.
rush the fuck out of it. All the DLC was hell. I didn't even play the DLC because I felt like it was
Oh
gonna be
yeah, the
disappointing.
DLC. Yeah, I remember.
I have this fucking season pass and have yet to play any of it. That's how disappointed I was.
That's everybody.
I
in
put
Destiny
all my
2
money
right now.
into it and haven't played it because it was such a disappointment.
Damn.
I want
That's
my
another
money
recent
back.
game, Destiny
Square
2.
Enix.
Destiny 2 is a really another like on the
That's
list.
for a lot of people.
For a lot of people, that's going to be on that list. Destiny 2.
I mean,
Don't try to defend it.
if you go into Destiny through, I didn't go into Destiny 2 expecting a lot.
I did. Me too. I mean, I was like, fuck yeah, they're doing this shit. Next thing you know, I'm like a good month into the game, and maybe not even a month, probably a month.
Let me go do this live event.
And I'm like, cool.
Destiny 2 to me
We're
was like
back to the same shit of
Destiny-
like being maxed out and end game. End game was just so bad. The end game was just holy fuck. That's why it's $10. Like it was on PC, it was like a bargain. Yeah,
It's $10, right?
Best Buy. I mean, Best Buy had for like $10. I know for the PC is $10.
Ooh,
Like it's
that's
10
not good.
fucking bucks, dude.
That's not good.
Well, I mean, again, the DLC is about to come out.
Well,
so
did you hear about the Activision was like the big 5 games that they're like their tent poles, and Destiny was nowhere to be found on it.
Right,
Destiny 2
Spyro
honestly,
and Crash were both on there, but
yeah,
not
it's taking
Destiny.
a shit right now.
That's
Destiny 2 was
insane.
honestly just a Destiny 1 patch. That's all it was to me. Like they
At
just
least they
patched
added
up.
a fucking map. Jesus Christ.
That's it. Like I said,
Yeah.
it was just a patch for everything that was wrong with Destiny 1. They didn't add anything extra, and maybe some weapons. But I mean,
Yeah,
Is that
I mean,
really all
apparently
you
the new
bought
update
the
that's
game
coming
for?
out is
Yeah.
like supposed to be pretty good.
Again, this is the issue with games today.
And I have a season pass for it, so I feel your pain.
I didn't buy the season pass. I wasn't that dumb. I
I
learned
bought
my
the
lesson.
fucking
wasn't that
collector's
dumb.
edition.
I learned my lesson.
I got the steelbook. I was like, all right, let's do this. Never mind.
No, I learned my lesson.
Never mind. I'm
definitely.
never gonna do that again.
Never put my hopes in the games that they redo. This is why I don't like remastered
Wait
games.
He's burned. He's a burned man.
Yeah, you know,
yeah.
the world teaches you hard lessons, but you learn them.
You learn him.
So yeah, what's your disappointment?
Okay. What the hell is going on up there?
They
they
doing
doing
it
it
nasty. Oh, he knew.
That's
That's
really
what they
violent.
Oh yeah, she tried to get away. He's there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm doing it
Get
wrong if
over
it's
here.
supposed to sound like that.
Bring that ass here.
The game that I was probably hyped up the most and was the most disappointed about, I think would have to be Starhawk. Do you remember this little gem on the PS3? It's by Lightbox Interactive. It was like it was essentially Fortnite before Fortnite, and
There's
not
only one Fortnite. What you mean?
in terms of like the build
Like
and
survival?
play, like the build and play.
okay.
Because you dropped in like fucking like supply bunkers from the sky, and like you like dropped in like these like hawk platforms where you can climb up and then you can get in the hawk, and like you like build and play essentially. So you can drop in things from the sky, and then like either ammo or weapons or sniper towers or like whatever you want. It was really cool concept of the game, and I was fucking stoked. Emmett Graves, which was like he looked like a badass character,
Yeah.
and the online was phenomenal. I'm not gonna say anything about the online, but the story, it was just so disappointing. Like it was one of those things where you have such a fucking cool character,
You dropped the ball.
and you just shit the bed.
Damn.
Just shit the
Like,
bed.
you just
Worse than
shit
dropping
the
the
ball. Oh my
ball.
God.
I'd rather drop the ball than shit the bed.
Yeah.
You know, right
Oh
now.
my
Another
God.
T-shirt. I'd rather drop the ball than shit the
scenario.
bed.
Would you rather That's terrible.
So I mean, it was just that was probably my biggest disappointment. I'd say.
Yeah, it's a pretty. I mean, like I said,
that
you
and
gotta take
Crash
some L's before you get some W's, man.
Crash the Titans. That was also another big fucking disappointment.
Never even play that one.
Crash coming back. It's gonna be on PS2. Let's go. And then they give them fucking tribal tattoos, and then they just fucking fuck up all the characters, and then get rid of all the game.
It's in the bag, right? You repressed that one, right?
It was so fucking bad. It was a bad game. So Hail Destroyer 87 asks, what should Nintendo do or not do to keep up the momentum they currently have?
They're gonna keep the momentum going with Smash. They're gonna build that up with E3, and then people are gonna be like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Then when it finally comes out, they're gonna be like, oh shit, we have it. And then I think they're trying to do a better community about that, right?
Yeah,
they're trying to do a better
work on the community and their servers for games like that.
Yeah, when it comes to that, multiplayer has to work if Smash comes out.
Has to work,
and it has.
That's
to
gonna be the life. I think if Smash doesn't work, that's gonna make or break the Switch. Damn near.
It might.
I don't know about.
I feel like a lot of people, especially coming from the Nintendo, like if you bought a fucking Wii U, you only bought it for Smash. That's the only reason Wii U even sold at all.
He is right. You're
right. I feel like a lot of people coming from the Wii U coming to the Switch just for Smash. I think that's a lot of people because the Smash fan base is really huge already.
It is. No.
So I feel like a lot of people are really hoping that this next Smash is gonna just blow their fucking mind. If it doesn't, I think that's really gonna set them down, or at least gonna be the start of their downfall.
True. I mean, again, if worst case scenario that doesn't work, they just keep coming out with games. They have.
What are you gonna fall back
sleepers.
on?
They have.
What are you gonna fall back on?
They have some sleeper games right now.
Drop another Zelda.
Legend of Zelda, fucking
Drop
Mario Odyssey. I mean, I think they are on the course for success. I think they're already there.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm saying, they're doing good right now. But I'm saying, like, if Smash doesn't work out, where are they gonna go? They're gonna go
What if they announce a Pokemon open world game?
No,
that they give the Breath of Wild treatment.
They better hope it fucking works. They better do something with that.
Pokemon sells fucking crazy, dude.
It does.
Pokemon is fucking. I feel like everyone from my generation has played Pokemon.
No, but that's what I'm saying. If they revamp it, and give it the Breath of the Wild or God of War treatment,
I'd honestly bring my fucking Switch to work and play in the break room with full confidence.
I'm telling you,
I would play it.
All they need is Smash and then that, and I just think like it's gonna blow up. Like I said,
that's gonna be
for
the next 3 years. That's all people would buy.
Andreas is right. I think if they just keep doing what they're doing, games, like double down like Sony did. We're Nintendo. We do these games right. Here are these games.
Yeah, and it's awesome because they're coming out with 2K, FIFA. They're giving you that multi-platform kind of.
I think they should keep their structure with the eShop as well. Like give out some free games every now and then.
True.
Kind of like consoles like PlayStation,
that's
Xbox.
What they're going to be doing with their
when
paid services.
It's like $20 a month. I think it's already started.
And they're giving you the NES.
No, $20 a year. My bad.
I don't know if it's a year. I think it's a
year. No, it's a year. It's really cheap.
Well, it's Nintendo. But and you get like a free NES game.
Yeah, like an old school.
And it's like, cool. Why can't I just buy this? Like, just let me buy this. I don't want to rent this. Let me buy this.
Yeah.
For the 9th time from you guys, because for some reason none of your stores connect to each other, and if I buy something on the DS, I can't carry it over the 3DS.
That's another shitty. I mean, again, hopefully the online service, it's already out, it gets all fixed out.
And that's the next key to this: is keep doing your games, double down on games, double down in good content, and good games, just like Sony's doing. And now you also have to go back and fucking fix your fucking shit online.
They have to.
They got to go back. They got to make it to where it's not through a phone app. Like there has to be some way to patch in, do an update to where you're not talking on the headset through your phone.
I remember when it first came out, some dude had like a crazy fucking adapter. Like he used a port, he used this and that. I'm like,
nice
oh my
setup.
dude.
You have to touch your screen every so
and I'm like, holy fuck, dude, this is pretty bad. I remember this is literally what happened one time. I remember I was playing Xbox. And then we're like, cool, fuck. We're tired of playing Overwatch. I'm done. Like, I'm just gonna play this. I'm gonna play the Switch. I'm gonna play Zelda. And then my friend was like, cool. I was like, let's play the Switch. I was like, all right, cool. We played and we're like, wait, we can't talk to each other. We literally were on the Xbox headset chat,
talking to each other
while playing the Switch.
Yeah.
We're like, holy shit, we did this right now. Like, we're fucking idiots.
It's so bad. So I feel like that's their next stage is they really need to get it together in terms of their online.
No.
And then eShop, things like that. If they do the virtual console and they actually put it out there and stop fucking messing around with the little mini consoles.
Yeah.
Actually give me games that I can buy on your virtual console. I think that would be huge because even when you don't have games, people can go back and play, Super Mario, like Super Mario Brothers 2 or 3, or Zelda Ocarina of Time, like something like that. And especially if they add GameCube games. Ooh. That's the next one. I think that's coming too.
GameCube, another ports.
So I think if they do those things, if they do those,
because that was great. Because that was a great game.
I remember that. I think the GameCube Star Fox game. That was the first through and through Star Fox game that I beat.
I never played Star Fox.
Oh, you never lived, dude. Next thing now, you lived.
You should play the best Starhawk game on the Wii U.
Oh shit!
Didn't you say that game was a disappointment? Like, did you just say that game was trash?
So bad. Even Starhawk fans were like, "We don't want this."
The Switch it's not gonna go anywhere. They hit the right market. It's for, they have the games for the young kids, for the kids. They have games for us.
Yeah, so they're targeted.
So they have the audience. They have everything. So Switch ain't going nowhere. They're just gonna keep going. They just need to do better if they want to be king.
Facts.
All right, facts. All right. And then Chris Barrett asks, what genre of games has never really been your kind of game, and what games/game make you interested in trying the genre?
All right. I want to say I suck because if I tried, I'm pretty sure I'll be okay. But I can never get into fighting games when it comes to like Street Fighter 5, when it comes to DBZ. The replay value for me is like, all right, cool. Want a match? All right. Cool.
Games like that, I'm a huge fighter fan.
I know that's the thing. I don't know. I can't get behind it. Obviously, it's cool to do like the combos and all that shit. I get it. It's fun. The animations, it's beautiful. I probably could watch people play it more than I could play it.
Right.
That's how it is for me when it comes to fighting games.
Usually for people that are into fighting games, it usually started at a younger age when games were a lot easier, or not easier, but like harder to play and harder to master.
And he's all giving me shit for playing in easy.
Huh?
What? That's okay.
I said harder. I didn't say easy. You tried it.
I did.
You tried it.
I tried to sneak it in. No, but yeah,
But like back when like the other games were like a lot harder to play only because of the gameplay, and you just like it was really like you really had to like learn the game.
Yeah.
So going forward as you get into fighting games, it really is just like you just like get into it.
More technical, you saying maybe?
Not really, because it got easier over time.
No, because I swear to God, the only time I can remember playing so much of a fighting game, I'd be in Mexico for summer vacation. I'd go to the arcade in Mexico. They had Street Fighter versus Capcom.
Yeah, so certain games like that,
or Marvel vs. Capcom,
you can only play really with other people. Like certain fighting games, I cannot play by myself because it's I don't get the same enjoyment. It's not hype.
No, exactly. So I can't. For me, those fighting games. I'm more of a renter. I can't buy a game. I'd for sure like trade a game in if I bought a game like that.
Yeah,
you bastard.
Injustice.
Killing the industry.
Injustice. I remember, I was super cheap. It was like $10. All right, I'll buy Injustice.
Yeah, I mean, so games like that, like if you're gonna buy that game, you really have to have the intent of fucking really like trying to master the game.
No, exactly.
If you're just trying to play it just for fun, you're never gonna get into it.
I'm never gonna buy full price.
Yeah, you're never gonna get into it if you're just trying to play for fun. You really have to have the intent to really like get into it,
right? And kind of get into. For me, I'm just like I said, I could probably give you like a good.
What do you like, a first person shooter guy?
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. So if you don't buy a fighting game, like you're gonna buy a first person shooter, you're not really gonna get into it.
Yeah.
Because you want to learn how to shoot, quick scope, whatever, right? That's really the goal of some games.
360 no scope, bro.
Right, you that type.
You that type.
Not even. It's funny. No, but you're absolutely right. So
yeah, I mean, fighting games. It feels like a big one in terms of like. I wish I was better at it. I like them. I'm into it. Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Like I'm in. I like those games. I like demos. Dragon Ball Fighters. Dope. I really liked what I played. Even though I didn't play a lot, I liked what I played. I wish I was better at them. I wish I could invest more time in them. PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. I sunk so much time. That was probably one of my favorite. Again, it's not a traditional fighting game.
Exactly.
Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah,
like
I could play the fuck out of Smash. But anyway, with Smash Bros, I have to play with friends. If I play by myself, I could probably give me a good hour of a game.
Yeah, it's not hype.
I could challenge myself, level 10. All right, let's get it.
In terms that make me interested into the genre would be like Smash Brothers or PlayStation All-Stars. That's what makes me interested.
They're local, like multiplayer, like you can play with your friends type games. Like you can't really sit down with your friend and like, okay, let's play Street Fighter 5, bro. Like they're gonna be like,
yeah.
Okay, maybe like 2 or 3 games. Just like, okay, let's play something else.
Well, and then like Dragon Ball Fighters, like. That game makes me interested in getting more into really fighters. Good. Like that's from what I played and then like from what I've seen, I'm like that's dope. I want more shit like that.
Yeah.
even though it's not my cup of tea necessarily all the time.
So you'd be fighters too? You wouldn't fuck with, you not really interested in fighters?
I think no, I do. I like fighters. I'm more on the side of I like fighters. I wish I was better at them. My thing would be
RPGs.
turn-based JRPGs or turn-based RPGs, which is practically most JRPGs.
Facts.
Turn-based RPGs, I can't, and I want to. Games like Fallout make me want to get into the
because that's like a baby
combat.
step into it. Yeah.
I want to get into turn-based games. I can. There's for the life of me. Pokemon and Fallout, like I want to, but I just it's too slow for me. My ADD ass can't
it's a
do
baby
it.
step.
It's a strategic thing. It's not really like I think you like the live action type of.
I do. I like the action JRPG or the action RPG.
Yeah, turn-based strategy games are really just strategic. They're not really go out, jump over this,
So I
slash
shoot first,
hack and
ask questions
slash.
later. That's
Yeah.
how it is, bro.
No,
So,
they're really like, okay, I just did this. What is he gonna do and how I'm gonna counter type of games.
Yeah.
Those are hard to get into at first for me, but like over time you just learn. I think Final Fantasy 13 was the first one I actually tried as a turn-based. Yeah, that one was the first one I ever played, and then like I slowly got into like Yu-Gi-Oh and like Pokemon and shit like that. I mean, I've always been in Pokemon, but I never took it serious.
Yeah.
Until like later on.
Yeah, it's just I can't. Yeah, that's my genre where it's like I admire it, I want to get into it, I can't get into it.
Yeah.
I need to be able to actually fight instead of press a button that makes my guy do something.
I can't get into those resource getting Minecraft, Fortnite when you have to fucking mine shit. I can't do that shit for the
Fortnite's
life
half
of
the
me.
game, okay? That's half the game. You get
I mean, it's half the game, but it's enough for me to be like, okay,
I'm out. Yeah,
one good
out.
game, 2 good games, maybe if I'm having like somewhat fun with who I'm playing with, like duos.
Yeah, you don't even send
But I mean,
invite,
after
bro.
that, it's just kind of like,
Whose
okay.
fault is that?
And then Minecraft, I mean, I would play Minecraft only because like I know it's like a lot of people playing it, and I know like some of the game modes are like probably hella fun.
I remember I first saw it, and I was like, cool, this is like Lego on steroids.
Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like if I had like a group of people like I really enjoyed to play with like any games with and like got into Minecraft, I feel like it'd be hella fun, even though I wouldn't know what the fuck I'm doing.
No, yeah, I don't know. I remember like build a campfire. How do I do that?
How you do that? What do I need? What are the materials I need again?
What do I need? That's how it was for me when I played Minecraft.
It's one of those cool things where it's like you just gotta figure it out. Like it pushes, like just like Zelda.
I like
It pushes
easy
you.
mode,
not-
okay? I
I'm
like it
not
when it
that
says, hey.
creative. I'm not that creative enough to be
I
like,
get that.
let me build this house out of rock and then add in a
like
chandelier.
some fucker I
Like,
know.
I'm not gonna. No, I don't really care enough.
I remember
I'm not gonna put that much
Minecraft.
time.
See,
Yeah.
I'm more like that. I'm more like I like games like that. Like I remember The Sims was.
I can play The Sims all day.
huge
Sims
for
is
me.
hella fun.
Yeah.
It's different though. I'm not really mining.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get the mining games. Like yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah,
that's
No Man's Sky, not your cup of tea.
No, that's why I didn't even know what the fuck you were talking about. didn't even brush past
Even
that one.
crossed my mind.
That's fucking hilarious.
And then one last one. We already kind of talked about it, so it'll be a quick one. Just kind of
What are they talking
brush
about?
fire. I should have thrown it in when we were talking about it, but again, I'm not like a really good host. I'm just like a mediocre host.
You're just fat.
That's what I'm here for.
He's-
Damn, dude.
Damn.
Like I mean, yeah, but like
All right.
taking shots.
All right, let's go.
I mean, facts. That's what he's known for. Is
That's
facts.
what it
I mean, have I lied to you yet?
No, that's a good point. Oscar Flores,
Love you, Mikey.
friend of the show. You know Oscar.
I know Oscar.
Oscar Flores asks, "What are your expectations for Detroit Become Human?" So we kind of touched on
Get
it.
into it, yeah.
Me personally, I expect that they're gonna deliver.
Yeah, it's definitely an underdog game.
It is. I would
I'm
say.
really
I feel like
looking forward.
it'll only get better after. It'll get better with word of mouth. It'll be like, oh shit, you play.
Yeah, I feel like it'll have to grow on people.
It's gonna grow on people. It's not
It's gonna be
gonna
like, have you played this?
Have you played this game? It's fucking actually.
Oh, are we
fucking
talking
this
about like
about?
sales expectations? I was thinking about expectations for the actual game.
No,
Sales
regardless,
expectations,
I feel like it's
both,
the same
honestly.
way. I feel
Yeah.
like it's gonna follow that logic. Like if it's sales, I feel like
It's gonna be like one of those like, bro, you gotta play this.
yeah.
You gotta play this.
So it's gonna be good. Like essentially,
Yeah.
people are saying that because it's good. So
right. Even if it's not good, I'm still gonna be like, bro, you
if
gotta
I
play
have to
this.
give it a letter grade or a number system, I feel like it'll be a B, 7, 8. Like that's what I'm expecting it to
You're
be.
hoping
As good
B
for a
7
7 and
8.
a B. Like I don't fucking know.
No, I feel like it's
I
gonna
don't
be a
do
lot
reviews.
like Until Dawn, where Until Dawn came out,
Uh-huh.
it was like known, but it wasn't really known, and then people started playing it, and it just got word of mouth, and then all of a sudden you see it was the front
Exactly.
page of Twitch. Everyone was playing it on Twitch.
It's
and then
just
it
one of those
blew up.
like,
everybody
have you
wanted to
not
play
played it? And
Same
then
with
it's just,
Friday the
like,
13th.
moving on. Yeah, exactly.
Oh
That's
shit.
another one.
That's
That's a
good.
really good one. Yeah.
So I feel like it's gonna be very similar to where like people are gonna play it and be like oh fuck, like
Yeah.
here we go, like it's word of mouth. Hey, Andreas,
You gotta
we
at
Yeah.
least rent it.
And then we're all gonna come
Yeah.
back and be like, "Yo, how did you beat your kid?"
I pitch lap mine.
How did you beat
It
your
gave me the
kid?
option to grab the fork, but I said no.
like-
The belt will do.
If it's a Mexican
belt will
family,
do.
there better be a fucking chancla. I swear to God.
Had a belt with like metal holes in it. I feel like this is what he deserved.
Damn it.
All right, guys, I'm not that.
That's all right. That's a great.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's late.
Sent them to school. All right.
Like, oh man. Okay. Yeah. So that pretty much sums it up.
Yes.
Now, thank you, gentlemen, for being on this episode 11 of Completely Consensual. It was a pleasure. I'm really glad. Like we got our. I know I said this in the beginning of the show.
Dude,
Really glad we're here.
Second week in a row. Keep it going.
You can follow Shawn So Nasty himself.
Shawn So Nasty
Ooh.
at That Kid Flowers on every social media. Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram.
Grinder.
What are those?
You have Grinder, right?
You got Grinder? Plug your Grinder.
Plug in your Grinder real quick.
Shout out
So
your
Nasty
Grindr.
fits in so well right
Is
now.
that a dating app? What is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah,
It's
shout
a
out
dating
your
app.
Grinder.
Oh, you guys are lonely.
No, shout
No,
out
shout out
your
your
Grinder.
Grinder, dude.
We know you got one, dude.
What the hell are you talking about?
You got a Grinder.
Follow him on Grinder.
Follow him on Grinder. That Kid Flowers. If make a Grinder profile for Shawn.
Please
send
do.
him in.
That'll be amazing.
Send screenshots and just kind of tweet them at him. Be like, hey, it's all right, Shawn. I got you for Grinder. Like, check it out. All right, and then you can follow Andreas. Next week he will have an unveiling. He'll actually make a Twitter, and you can actually follow him on Twitter.
I'll try to. Yeah.
He'll actually become part of the
The one
21st
and
century
only.
and be
The one and
on
only.
Twitter. And then you can follow me at Cheeks Jr. on Twitter. You can follow me the Cheeks Jr. or Cheeks Jr.
Yeah,
on
let me follow you,
Instagram. I
actually.
don't really know
Let me
everything.
follow you real quick.
Yeah, why don't you do that? Way to be part of the team. Follow CT Jids. CT Jids. CT. God
Oh,
damn.
you guys are wild.
Chip Tooth
All right, we
Gaming
gotta-
at CTG Vids. On Twitter, we tweet out if we need questions for the show or anything. Like I said, tweet us questions. Leave it down in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe to the channel so we can get big and we can grow and we can do more things for you. Cool things. Let us know. Let us know in the comments down below. I don't know what you're gonna let us know, but just let us know something. You know, leave us
Ask
a
me
fun fact.
something. Ask
Yes,
me
sir.
something.
Ask Shawn something. Okay, this is what I want you to do.
What
I
do I
want
do
you
with
to
my
tweet
hands?
at Shawn and just ask him something, and he'll quote tweet it, and then his hashtag will be Ask Shawn something.
Ask me something.
Ask him something.
He'll hit you with straight facts.
Straight
Nothing but
facts.
facts.
Nothing but facts. I'm not gonna lie to you. Keep it a buck.
Oh,
$1.50.
All right. Until next time, players.
all right.
This has been Chip Tooth Gaming.